Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, where I bring my love of crochet to inspire you to learn to crochet or to advance your skills. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for my new subscribers, welcome and thank you for subscribing. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for returning. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and comment. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you will always be notified when I am on. So happy New Year's Eve. It's going to be, it feels like I haven't been here in such a long time. Just these holidays and working, trying to get caught up before vacation. Hello, Sharon. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs up. Are you working on anything? I'm working on my mask because things are not changing. So I thought I'd add a new one to my collection. I made the one that I was working on turned out too big. Then I redid it again with a smaller hook and it was still too big. And it's so weird. I was like, I know it's been a year since I did this mask, but just didn't remember, couldn't remember what hook I used. So now I'm down like 3.5 hooks. I'm on a 2.5 now. Hey Lana, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hey VJ, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you ladies did a thumbs up. Hello, gave thumbs up and have you running while I'm showering and getting ready for craft night with my friends. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lori. Hey Melanie, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. And the doll is so cute. Thumbs up already. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for talking. I'm going to show my doll so you can see all her flaws, but she's my beautiful flaw. Hey Angela, Precious World, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. Hey, Sheila, how are you today? Thank you for joining me as well. Thank you for the thumbs up. Let me see. Hey, Kelly of Kelly's Crocheted Adventures. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you had a thumbs up as well. I'm working on a hooded pocket shawl by Natasia. I never did one of those. Not the ones that everybody else was doing. I did my pockets. I think I only did one. And I just did my pockets on the side, not in the front. But I didn't do a shawl, I did a scarf. Say Kelly, hey there, everyone in the chat. And I'm good. I hope you are too. Yes, I am. I'm on vacation. Thank you, Lord. Working on a scarf I started a while ago. Yeah, this is going to be my week of being off to catch up on some things that I wanted to do, couldn't do, haven't done, started, frogged, whatever. VJ says hello to everyone. Angela says gave thumbs up. Thank you. Gigi, did you get rid of I will be. I'm waiting till after New Year's and then I will be. Well, I can't get rid of them completely. I have to get rid of the TV part and go down to basic, basic, basic. Thank you, Kelly. Said hi to BJ. Hey, Kivia, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. Says hi to Kelly. Hi to BJ. Hi to BJ. Hey to Melanie. Hey to Angela. My whip, where'd it go? My whip is a baby Afghan of pink and purple. Ooh, that sounds so pretty. Saying hi to Kelly. Hi to Angela. Hi to Kivia. Okay. So I got Happy Mail, mind you. I hardly ever go to my PO box because every time I go is usually something for the previous box holder. So I said, well, since I'm on my way to Wally World, I'll stop by since I haven't been there in a few. And guess what? I actually had Happy Mail from Miss Vicky of Gotcha Hook. It's so cute. And she put the little I think these are like, well, they look like Converse sneakers. Uh, but it's cute. I love her thing on here. Be blessed on purpose. I just love it, love it, love it. My daughter's name is Nia, and her name means purpose. That's why I named her that. Other than the fact that I saw Nia Long, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, she's so pretty." And then she talked about the meaning of her name. Now, mind you, this was a bazillion years ago. And I was like, "Ooh, if I ever have a little girl, I'm naming her Nia." So that's how she got her name. Saying hi to everyone. Melanie. Everybody saying hello, 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 hello. Make sure I don't. Thank you, Lana. She likes that back. Am I saying your name right? Lana or Lana? Lana? Okay. Cute pouch, yeah. So, and this is the other distressing thing for me. I'm always looking for the smaller hooks, and I know I had that smaller hook somewhere. So I went to Walmart and I saw a little foam thing. I said, I'll buy one of these little foam things and I'll just stick them in there. That way I always know where they are. But because I've been doing a lot more smaller things, I find myself using a whole bunch of them. So when I got this bag, I said, "Oh, this be perfect. I'll put them in this little bag. That way I'll know exactly where all of them are." Then I picked up one of these because I know I have a 2.75 somewhere because I used it, I think, when I did a doll, but God only knows where it is. But they only had the boy, and I hate boy, but I said it's 3.75. I might be able to suffer through it until I find my clover because I'll be over at Joann's with my coupon to get one half price. But for now, that's what I have. So it will go into this bag. So Miss Vicky, if you come on or if you don't, thank you so much. Now you know I'm jelly because now I want one of these bags with my name, my logo on it. Anywho, that is I I really, really appreciated that. I wasn't expecting it, didn't know. That just tells you I'm bad about checking my mail. Who knows when she sent it, but I got it. That's the important thing. Okay, Lana. Okay. Let's see. Saying hi to Kelly. Got a new computer and and the camera sucks. So I'm going to the store soon to get a camera to attach to. Does it? Hmm. That's strange. You are talking about a pop socket, Gigi. You are talking about a pop socket. What's a pop socket? Cool, Melanie. Let me see. See, I haven't invested in a camera because every time I get one, and there's so much going on with them, so much I got to learn. My brain is on shutdown mode. I can't put any more into it. So I just said, this computer I have, the camera is going to have to do for me. If my cell phone, I should say, is going to have to work for me when I do my recording. I just cannot get in there. I want one with my name on it now, Gigi. Oh, for real. Can anyone suggest a good camera to attach to the computer? I can't help you. I I have not a clue. I know the camera that our my company gave us to watch us um when we do our meetings is very good, too good for me. Most of the time I try to put it down so they can't see me. HVMV 60 360. Is that Oh, is that the laptop that you got? What is mine? Child, I don't even know what I have. I have a laptop here. I couldn't tell you. I always like to keep the name of them on them so I'll know what I have. I know I have an HP, but I don't know like what the number is. I would have to go into that info thing to find out what it is. Kelly says the Logitech. Hey Blanca, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. Kivia says she's on her tablet. Name sounds like Nana. Okay, so Lana. Okay. Sheila Crossland says Logitech. Thanks, Kelly. Adventures. That's what I thought. Gigi, what kind of computer do you have? Like I said, it's an HP, but I couldn't tell you what the number is because I've had it for a few years. I bought it off of QVC because they get you roped in, and I needed one at the time, and it looked like a good buy, and I was like, it's got all the whips because it was new, so of course it had a upgraded RAM and all that stuff, which I only know a smidge about because my ex-husband is a computer geek, but but other than that, and it had a lot. I think it had, I forgot how much storage it had, like a a a true a T. It's what's the T? I can't even remember. But that's why I got it because it had a lot of storage and it had the RAMs or whatever the heck it is. But I'd have to look into the info thing to tell you what number it is. Let me see. Hello, Gloria. Hey, Celia, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. She says, hello, fam. And I know I said your name wrong. But I like it. I don't know why I can't say it right, but I love your name. Let me see. Saying hi to Kiria. Your brown my tablet's camera is better than this computer. I don't need it. Really? That is very strange. What's the megabytes on your camera on the computer? That's really strange. Because a lot of times the tablets have the worst. Actually, I've never even checked the tablet on my Fire. I mean, check the compute. I mean, the what do you call it? The camera. I think it has a camera. I don't know. Let me see. Just gave a rose. Let me see. My only monitor. Return and get something else. Yeah, that is why I don't have a laptop, Melanie. Yeah, if your tablet has a better. Mm, I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is, VJ? Because I don't know what that is. So let me show you. Did I put it in there? Yeah, I put it in there. I can barely feel it. So this is the one that I was working on when I did my little short. But as you can see, it came out really big, but it has 2022 on it. And that's the whole purpose of this mask. But it's way too big, covers almost my whole face. So then I went ahead and finished it because I said, who knows? I know my friend, I might just send it to him. I don't know if they moved though. Now that I think about it, I asked his sister if they moved because I think this might be perfect for his face size. Yeah, and he has a beard too, so it might work for him. I might I might give it to my daughter to give it to her boyfriend because he has a beard too. Let me see. Thank you, Kelly. It is a goner. What's a goner? Cute. You love it anyway. I do too. That's why I went ahead and finished it. I said, even though it doesn't fit me, it'll fit someone. So then I frogged it, and not frogged it. I started another one. This was done with the 3.5. Now the video that I watched, she did it. And actually, let me show you the other one. So I watched the video and I did my Christmas one. This was last year. So that's the one with the Christmas tree on it. So that's where the base of this pattern it comes from. So then I was like, oh, I did that. Well, let me do me a mask for the new year. So I did one for 2021. So now that we are still hanging on to these, I said, well, I might as well do one for 2022. So that's where those came from. And they're quick to do if you're fast, but to do the graph part of it slows you down a little. But if you just did the pattern itself, just plain, it's quick to do. In a couple of hours, you could probably have a mask done, or less than that if you're a fast crocheter. Thank you, Celia. You have a rock star. Let me see. Cute. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Blanca. You have a rock star. Okay. I don't know what that's about. All right. What else? What is my other show and tell? Okay, so let's talk about Miss Unique. This is Miss Unique. I finished her, and as you can see, I gave her locks. I actually went and bought locks and put them in so she'd be like me. And I put that little purple dress on the Nightmare Before Christmas. I put that dress on her, and I made her little purple panties, which I thought was cute as all get out. Her little purple shoes. And this was so fun to do. Now, the only problem I have is that I can't, her neck is too wobbly for me, and I don't know. So, Miss Melanie, you're going to have to give me some lessons on that. So, I put a little bandana around her because my daughter says, I think she needs a scarf because if you look at her face, and that's too much opening there, stuff too much there, I guess. But if you look at her face and you look at her arms, no, her legs. So her legs are a different color than her arm, if you can see, if you can tell, you can tell. Let me do that way. Come back that way. Yeah. So you can tell. So her body and her legs are, of course, the same color, but her arms and her head are different. Now, this is the reason why. Don't crochet in limited lighting when you're tired, and make sure you have the same yarn. Because when I started crocheting her, I was using the skin tone, um, was it truffle? Because I think truffle is more my color. So that's what I thought I was using when I did her head. But I actually had some, what is that? Lion Brand Heartland yarn next to me. And for some reason, I thought it was the same yarn. And I went and I did her head, did her little arms. Then when I started doing her legs, I was like, why isn't this the same color? So Miss Unique got, oh, and I put her, where's a little barrette there to keep her the locks out of her face. But she was fun to do. And I put my little felt lips on her. And I put my, and as you can see, her eyes are a little lopsided. That's okay. Next time I'll know. But I put my felt eyelashes on her because I was not going to be doing that embroidery thing. So the only embroidery thing is that nose, which is easier for me to do than to be precise about an eyelash. But so she was my first real doll because I did the rabbit and I did the bear and I did some other little things. So she's my first doll, but I wanted her to have locks like her owner, like her mama. But she was so much fun. I just got to learn how to keep her neck from wobbling. So Miss Melanie can help me with that if I can be helped at a cool math. Let me see. Let me see. Gigi, it is a goner. What's a goner? I don't know what's a goner. Okay. Cute Gigi, I love it anyways. People have been telling me that most computers have bad cameras. It's 780 resolution and needs to be 1080 to be more clear. I look fuzzy even with good light. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be at least 1080. I know that. I know that smidge a bit. Cool mask. Thank you, Celia. I think I read all these. Let me see. Hey, Sabrina, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. Are you working on anything? Thought I had this thing on vibrate. Yes, I didn't. Okay, it is now. Let me see. Hey. Did you make your earrings? Oh, yeah, yeah. I did make those. My ears are now getting used to them because when the first time I wore them, they were still heavy, and I could only wear them like one of them, this right ear, because when I got my ears pierced, I was one of those ones that went to somebody's house and she used the needle and thread thing on me. So the first, and I'm guessing this was my first ear lobe that she did, and I moved, and of course it went in wrong. So this earlobe is off from that earlobe, one or the other, however it goes. But this earlobe is a lot more sensitive than this one, so who knows? Thank you, Blanca. Thank you, Kelly. My legs are lighter than my arms. I'm just saying. Well, I know that's natural for but of course I would be able to say, "Hey, take this doll. She's got a red face and a brown body." Even though there's people with red faces and brown bodies, but that's all about the sunshine too. She's just been wearing pants all winter. She's adorable. Told you she would be cute. Thank you, Melanie. She's wearing pantyhose. Don't judge. She's wonderful. Thank you. That's what I can go with. That's what I can go with. Thank you, Lana. Let me see. You use the doll. Yeah, but I think it needs to be something that's thicker because her head, and I may have overstuffed her head. I don't know. But I think I want to do her again, but I'm going to do her from the bottom up. I'm not going to do her head first. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Melanie, can you go? Let's see. I haven't worked on anything. I'm getting prices together for work for the new year. Okay. I said hi, hi, hi. I haven't seen my friend Renee. I've been trying to contact her and I can't get in touch with her. Has anybody seen her during these holidays? She has me worried. I don't like to be worried. I went to the doctor. Okay. Next time you may need to make sure the dowel goes to the top of her head and down to her crotch area. Yeah, but how do you keep it from coming out? Because what I did with I first had the chopstick that you suggested, and I cut it to 6 inches because it was too long. It'll come straight out of her. So I cut it for 6 inches so it would go into the head and like the chest area of the body. So I don't know if I need something that's thicker. I did order some, but I don't know if they're any thicker than the. And I'm wondering what's up with Amazon because I haven't seen my package. And it said it was coming yesterday, and here we're going into the 31st. But anyhow, yes, you're welcome. Hey, EJ, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me, listening while working. Okay. That would normally be me, but I'm on vacay. Yay! Now, anyway, I went to the doctor for my knee that I've been hobbling around on for two weeks now. And the MRI hasn't changed, he said, which is a good thing. So, and he's still apprehensive about doing surgery. So I said, I'm not going to test fate. I'm going to go along with what he says. And he gave me a steroid injection. So I'm hoping it'll kick in by tomorrow because it hasn't kicked in yet. Plus, I was up doing more walking than I should have been doing. But I'm a little happy. Maybe New Year's will be better. At least that's my plan. I went into TJ Maxx 'cause thought I would find something cute for my daughter and I to dress up in for tomorrow. There was nothing in there. Even there, it was like I didn't even see anything pretty. I'm like, ooh, there must be a backlog of some pretty stuff somewhere because it's not in here. The space between the leg is closed when I join the yeah, it's closed, but and I'm thinking because the chopsticks have a point to them too, so I crocheted shut when I join. Yeah, my her legs are closed. I crocheted that closed. Anywho, I'm gonna figure it out. You best believe, Miss Melanie, I'm gonna figure it out. I watched this lady, I can't even remember her name. She does dolls, and she talked about all her trials and tribulations of making her dolls. Isn't that cute? She uses the same body type. Only thing different with her dolls, probably the face and the hair. But she was using um first she was using the Lion Brand Super Saver, I think, for the hair, and she was like she didn't like the way it was. And then her husband suggested she use Karen Simply Soft because Karen Simply Soft has that sheen to it. But when she talked about what she does with that, I was like, "Girl, that's too much." But she takes, um, wooden dowels, wraps the hair around it, soaks it all really soaks it in water, and then she bakes it in the oven to keep the curl on it. I'm like, "I don't know, girlfriend. That sounds like a lot of work." I'm gonna do what Yolanda does. I'm going to buy that, homespun that already has a curl to it, and we're gonna roll with that. But her dolls were cute. But her husband also made her because her the feet of her dolls are those like bulky, round, kind of oval feet. So her husband does, I forgot what she said he does, but he made her um a mold for her feet. So she has different colors. So all of her feet have the same shape. And then he made her like a square block for her neck and body of polyurethane. That's what he used for the molds of the feet and the neck block. I think that's what she said it was. But it's a square, and she puts into her dolls so that their heads don't, wobble like that. And this looks like it's about a square of 2-inch square, but it's about 6 inches long, I think, maybe. I was like, wow, I need that husband that's all into doing stuff like that. I need to borrow him for a few things. But I thought it was so nice of her, nice of him to do all that stuff and to have that vision to figure it all out. That's cool. Let's see. Happy New Year, everyone. Make 2020 awesome. Yes, ma'am. That's the plan. What size hook do you use? I use CDE. Um, whatever hook size she said for this doll. Um, I think it was the three. I think I no, I don't think it was. I don't know what it was. I think it was. I don't remember. I would have to look at. I used the hook size that she said in the pattern, and I know I should have gone down a hook size because I always crochet looser than a lot of other people. Uh, Hola, Maritza. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hey, Clara. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you both did a thumbs up when you came in. What are you all working on? Oh, yes, they've been doing that curing method for years. I won't be doing that. I'm not there yet. No, all I was thinking about, that sounds like something I'm gonna really have to watch, and I'll get absent-minded, as my mama says, and the next thing I know, I see a fire in my oven. So it's like, no, we just gonna, it's not that serious for me with curly. And if I really want some curly hair, I can go right on over there to that hair store and buy some fake curly hair if I really want some curly hair. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And the curly hair at the store is probably equates to almost the price of yarn now. She probably used an F. Uh, Usually they do smaller sizes work better for tight or single crochet. Yeah, that's what when I did her, I just wanted to follow her direction because I didn't realize she was going to be quite that big. But I know it's because of the way I crochet that she's as big as she was. Because I was hoping she'd be big enough to fit on my shelf, but she's too big for that. Her hair, because of her hair too. If her hair wasn't so big, she would fit up there. But we are not going. So I sat her on the table so everybody can see her when she comes in, when they come in. Talk, taking the boys to see, Spider-Man and a few. I'll be working on a rat wash. Really? How you gonna be? Are you letting them? Or are you gonna sit outside? Mm. I wanted to see Denzel Washington's new movie, but I was like, I am just not ready to go and sit inside anybody's theater. Theaters have never been the cleanest place anyway. So I'm gonna miss that one. Get ready for some doll orders when you display her. I'm gonna make another one of her. I'm gonna make another one of my Simon Bears because I really enjoyed doing a Simon Bear. And then I'm gonna make some little teeny tiny ones because they're just fun to do. They are just fun to do. And compared to doing a hat or a shawl or something like that, this is like bringing personality out. I guess that's why it was so much fun. I was going to do the invite if anybody wants to come up while I work on my mask because I do want to get it done. I click that. It'd be nice if it we went to see Ghostbusters movie. We didn't get sick. Oh, cool. I'm catching doll fever. I am. It was so much fun. And it actually didn't take very long. Once you get the parts done, for me, it's always the putting together because I suck at the sewing part of it. I don't even like to sew. That's the worst part. And I don't know where that I bought one of those, I think I bought one of those long, uh-oh, don't want to drop that. My luck, I'll step right on it. What's, oh, why can't I think of the lady's name? She was on my live the last time I was on. Jeez. She does all the knitting. Vanessa. Is her name Vanessa? No, Veronica. Veronica. Uh-oh. There's the other one. Oh, there it is. Right in my lap. I don't want to get stuck by the hook. But I bought the long needle that I don't know where it is right now. But I think I might do better with that than the short needles. Something else fell, but I don't know where it is. At least I think something else fell. Okay. I am putting these over here because I don't want to put them in there and then stick myself. But, geez. But I don't know where ouch. I don't know where it is. Okay. Mask required here, and they space out 50% capacity. Supposedly they're doing extra cleaning. Yep, that's the word supposedly because we know children work in those places. And if they don't have somebody cracking the whip, they're going to cut corners. I just don't trust them. I know how they half-stepped in the theaters um, before this, so I'm more cautious. I'm too high risk to be sitting around sucking up other people's air, mask or not. Plus, I don't want to sit in some confined space for 2 hours sitting with a mask on. I might do it in a doctor's office, but I'm not going to do it in a theater. They have, what's it called? Uh, Ain't Too Proud. I think that's one of the Broadway shows about the Temptations. Is coming here in February, and I want to see it, but I think I'm going to put that on the back burner maybe when they come back around. God willing, I'll be able to see it, but I'll just watch my DVD. Oh, there's Melanie. Hey, Melanie.
Hey.
I'm talking away.
See, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, this is my computer's camera. You see how it's kind of fuzzy like? It's
Yeah.
yeah, no matter what type of lighting I have, strong or not, it's just not. Let me even. It's just not as clear as yours.
Yeah.
But if I use my tablet, I'm good.
So why don't you just use the tablet?
I needed a good computer because the computer will have more storage space and all
Yeah.
that stuff going on, and it's
Yeah.
easier to download all that. Because I
Yeah.
hadn't had a new computer in over 5 years, so I thought I'll catch a Best Buy deal, go get me one, and all the ones I've looked at, they're all the cameras are all at 780, unless I want to spend thousands of dollars, and I'm not trying.
Yes. And see, that's the thing, because things have gone up so much. I don't even remember what year I bought this computer. But when I bought it, I was like, ooh, I was like holding my breath because it was over $500,
Yeah,
which,
this one is too. It's 1,000.
ooh,
It was 1,000. So I thought, oh hey. And I told the guy what I wanted, what I was using it for. And now that I look, I see almost everyone who is doing YouTube or anything else, they have a little camera attached to the top. They said you need to have that camera attached to the top. And so I've been noticing a lot of people,
yeah,
they have that. So I'm gonna go get a Logitech camera. I'll go to Best Buy and get me one. Make sure it's 1080, whatever that is, 1080 Pi, whatever, and I'll do that.
what is, EJ says, my computer camera is like that. Colors on
Yeah.
mine is terrible. Bought webcam. It didn't help.
Ooh.
I either use the phone or tablet to record
To
my
record my
videos.
videos.
Hmm.
Hey, Kelly. Yeah,
No.
that's it's. Well, I'm about to try this camera. I tell you what, let it not work, and I'll take it right back to Best Buy. Because Best Buy know me. I've returned computers a couple of
Mhm.
times until I got the one that I wanted, about 2 or 3 times. And
Yeah,
they were like,
because you spending good money.
yeah.
You want something that's gonna work.
And this time I spent more money than I normally do on a computer, and I can't use the camera. And when I looked, like I said, I would have to spend some thousands to get the camera that I wanted. So yeah, I'm not about that party. So I'm gonna just deal
Mm.
with this one. It's good with everything else. I'll deal with this one, get that camera like everybody else, and go on about my business. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
even
tried it.
has it even has a ring light. Like if I were to go to the camera
Wow.
setting, like VJ says, if I go to the camera setting, it has a setting where it will show my picture and it has a ring light around it. And you
Mm.
can change the brightness and the tint and the color of the ring light. Like, see, I got this light on right now. It's just killing me. But yeah, I bought myself a ring light. Somebody told me, I think it was David Browning, the bearded young. He said you need to put it at a 45-degree angle for your glasses not to reflect so badly. That's how
Honey,
you
I
have
have
to
played
do
with
it.
my ring light forever. You know what my ring light does for me now? Holds all of my cords on it. I got so tired of looking at the reflection of my glasses in it. I said, forget that. I'm over it.
I'm like, I'm gonna try some of my other glass. Isn't there when you get your glasses made? Is it a glare thing that you can have put on your glasses?
You can have the blue light blocker. That's the only thing I know. And I
No,
know
but
there's some kind of
it's the
glare.
glare resistance. Because I
Right.
remember my husband saying, yeah, but when we were younger, it was a glare resistance you can have put on your glasses. So when you took school pictures, that
Mm.
glare didn't come back
Oh,
from
yeah.
the lights in the camera.
I started wearing glasses when I was in my 30s. So.
Okay, see, I remember that because my daughter would ask me, "Mom, can you get that glare resistance so when I take my school pictures, you can't see everybody else in the reflection." So
Oh, wow.
I think when I get my new prescription, I'm gonna make sure they have that on because before I didn't have a reason. Like you could see my camera, you could see your little icon in the corner in my glasses and stuff.
Hmm.
Come on now. It's like, what is all that? Even though and
I'm
it's
sure
nothing I can do.
I was so done with that. I moved that Ring camera here, there, everywhere, and all I see is that big old circle in my glasses. I said, forget this.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I rarely do videos without my glasses on, so I said,
I
forget that.
can't anymore. I'm at the age where I have to have my glasses. If I were to take them off now, you're a little blurry.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't. I have to go on and put them back on and shut up about it.
I used to do the contacts. I don't know when I stopped doing contacts. I was like, please, that's too much effort. And I usually only did my contacts if I was going out. And now that I don't go
Yeah.
out and I only go to the football game and ain't nobody around me but the same old people I see every Sunday when I go, I, I'm not trying to impress nary a person.
Yeah, Kelly said to check my resolution. Yeah, I did, and when it only goes up to 780, that's the highest it'll go on the computer. So yep, I'm gonna have to get that webcam I see everybody else has attached to the top of their computer, because other than that, it's just gonna be
Mm.
fuzzy like this, kind of foggy-ish looking, and that's like I said, when I looked at other computers to see what I would have to get, oh, it started jumping out my price range really quick.
Mm.
As soon as I put 1080, oh, it jumped like 2007.
Wow.
Oh no, that's not me. That's not. Let me come on back down and go get this camera, this
I'm gonna
Logitech.
look when I get off of here. I'm gonna look up the specs on this camera because I don't know what it is. It
I've
just
seen
sounded like a
people
good
that
buy, and I was like,
I've
okay, I'm
seen
going
people
for it.
that have Chromebooks
Hmm.
that have better cameras, and like I said, my tablet, my little Samsung tablet, it comes through more clear than this, and especially my phone.
Honey, let me tell you something about Mr. Samsung. I remember when I had my Note. Okay, which one did I have last?
Yep,
6?
10 or
5?
8.
I never got the 10. 8 when I first got my Note 8. And I'm at the game, I'm always recording something or just looking, and somebody
Mm-hmm.
looked, it's like, wow, what kind of phone is that? I said, it's Samsung.
Big.
That picture quality is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I will watch things on my phone first
Yes,
before I watch it on my Fire because the quality it's
it's good.
unbelievable. And I said I should have just gone ahead and got my Samsung tablet instead of the Fire, but I said I do so much with Amazon, and I got Samsung everything else, so I'll just go with the Fire.
Yeah.
But I
Hey,
love my
Jeanette.
Samsung.
Yep.
Who's that? Oh, wait a minute.
Jeanette.
Let me go down. I'm missing some folks. Let me go back down. EJ, Melanie, check your resolution. Yes, webcam. That's right. Take it back if it doesn't meet your needs. Hey, Angie, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you had thumbs up when you came in. Okay, got to run. I'll try to
On
catch you
my
next.
phone, yeah.
Okay, Lori, have fun,
Mhm.
girl. Hey, Jess Handmade Designs. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up. She says, yeah, I have a
Logitech
Logitech cam,
C920.
webcam.
Okay.
Everybody's doing those. Let me see.
See, I'm gonna look that one up when I go to Best Buy.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm going to be the only one not
It lights help.
until I
It
need it.
lights help. Yeah.
Hey, Jeanette, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. Saying hi to Jeanette. I use the Logitech C920 when I go live. Uh, and light's helpful
Mm-hmm.
too. Yep. You say, okay. Yeah, I don't. I really wanted a second camera to for recording, but I have KindMaster on my phone. That's what I use to do my editing and stuff, and it's so much easier for me to do the editing on my phone than to try to figure out some new camera and
Yeah.
all of this. Where does this button do this and that? I was like, forget it. So I
Yeah.
ordered two, and I sent both of them back
Ah.
because it
So
was
they
too
had
much.
company.
Like I said, my brain has all is full right now. It has no room to learn anything techie. I've learned all I can
You
learn
just have
right
to do
now.
like me. I'm even learning how to do the YouTube shorts or the short little video.
Mhm.
I wrote it, I've had to write it down. And here's my little notebook on the
Oh yeah,
side.
I have
But
several notebooks, and I
but
have several because I'm always losing the first one.
I got lucky. I got my Christmas gift, which I'm gonna go over it. I got my Christmas gift, my crochet planner from Crojo Corner.
Oh, so cute.
My husband said it looks like Oprah Winfrey sitting on the couch. And
Because you know she is somewhere.
okay. And I got this from myself.
Oh, content
Same
planner.
thing from her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the content planner. So I'll be transferring my notes. So I know, like you said, your brain just gets to where maybe when I'm not working anymore, it will
Yeah, see, that's my thing.
make
When I have
room for the
when
extra.
yeah, when I have time, like this week, this will be my time for my brain to say, okay, I'm ready to absorb some more. What do you
Mm-hmm.
want to teach me?
Yep.
But working full time and stressed out every single day with work, I had no time for that.
Hey, Joe.
Go on OfferUp or Macari to find cheaper. Hey Joe, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. Hey Miss G, Lord, and Miss Melanie. Blessings to you too. I hope you get the thumbs up when you
Hey,
came
Joe.
in. And she said hi, and she said hi. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's my plan is to at least try to straighten my I've been saying I'm gonna straighten my room out, but I haven't had any time. And I brought everything that was out there back in here.
I've been wanting to straighten mine too, but I want to go to IKEA and buy my storage bags because they're cheaper and very large and sturdy. It's
Mhm.
been raining in California for dang near 7 days. It's like I feel like the whole break it has been raining for 2 weeks, and I'm like, I just hate. I mean, it's already what 50 and below degrees. I'm just not a cold person. I have fibromyalgia, and when I get out there, the minute I get out there, I feel like the Tin Man, and water hit me, and I feel like my joints just lock
Ooh,
up, and I just I get
girl,
achy. That
girl.
cold air. I'm.
I did see they were talking about this crazy storm that's going across from the east to the west. Like what? I said, well,
But
and of course our
I'm just
temperatures
not a
are
cold
higher
person.
than normal, a little higher than normal. We're like in the 60s at night, and then it rapidly gets up to the high 70s. My neighbors mango down when I go down to the end of my street, there's a man, their mango tree is ridiculously huge, but it's in bloom.
Mm.
That is not normal. It should not be in bloom in doggone December. But
Yeah,
it's
that
been in
is
bloom
strange.
all of December, probably in November too. This thing has
Get
been
to
in
picking.
bloom. So now I said, I need to go outside and see if my tree is in bloom. Because when I look at it from the kitchen window, I don't see any bloom. But then I looked up, I said, ooh, I think it is in bloom.
Mm.
That's
It's
not,
just,
things have changed because I remember when I used to walk on a regular basis, trees
mm,
usually start blooming around March. We're
yeah,
talking December. And
something people don't believe in that global warming and all this, but
mm-hmm,
yeah, something is going on. We done messed up the world with all this
mm-hmm,
pollution and all that madness that it's just everything is going crazy.
yep.
Weather's going crazy. I mean, it's been like I said, it's been raining, like I said, not just 7 days, but almost really 2 weeks. Because I've been
Wow.
off for 2 weeks and I've been not wanting to go outside. I don't want to go, I don't like going out in the rain.
I don't blame you.
I don't need. I don't. I'm bald headed, and if the rain hits me, it goes straight to my scalp. I've grown some hair. I'm trying to grow it back a little bit. But basically, it's going straight to my scalp. I just and I'll try to wear my hats that I make. But
Mm-hmm.
we got the personal summers going on.
Yep. Yes. That's
So
girl.
I'll wear it and then I want to take it off. And then I'll put it back on, and then I'll taking it back off. And I'm sweating in my face. And
I feel your pain, girl. I feel your
yeah,
pain.
if I could just have a nice 60 or 70, I'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to walk outside. I don't want to do any exercises. I don't want to. I was exercising in my garage for a minute, but feel like a refrigerator out there. I can't do it.
Oh, Jeanette talking about it never rains. It's Southern California. It never rains in Southern California.
Well, I'm in Southern California, and girl, it is pouring. It is raining. We are drowning. It is flooding. It is all that. We are not made for this. We are desert.
Okay. Well, at least you're getting some rain because there's I forgot where it was. They were talking about the water had, it's a water reservoir that there's no water there anymore because of the droughts.
Well, I tell you what, not only is there should be water there right now, we have little flood advisories going on and landslides from all the fires.
Mm-hmm.
So where there's no vegetation, everything is sliding.
Yeah.
Everything is sliding now. So, we may have had a drought, but
that's over, huh?
I hope it is.
Hey, Karen, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. Happy New Year to you. Soon it will be.
Happy New Year. I'll be right at home.
Me too. Chilling.
In my New Year sweats, our New Year leggings.
I'm going to take another crack at trying to find something sparkly tomorrow. And if I don't, I'm not worried about it.
Find you a sparkly sweatshirt to wear at home. Are you going out? You going to a...
No, girl.
Oh, well, then you can make your own, child. Just go get you a sweatshirt, get you some little rhinestones and a glue gun, and put Gigi, the Crochet Queen, and bedazzle it yourself. There you go.
I should bedazzle because I have lots of bedazzling stuff. I don't know where it is right now. I may have given it all away in my giveaways because
we crafty people. We don't need to oops. Let me see. Yeah, we're crafty people. We don't need to wait or look for that. We do it ourselves. Bling it up.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to go to Michael's or somewhere and already find some letters that are already have a little bling on them, and you just stick it on your shirt.
Well, I know I can get them at the dollar store because I've seen them there before.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. But I probably won't go out because it's probably going to be a madhouse. Not as bad as Christmas time because it's New Year's. The liquor stores might be the madhouse.
So many people are sick with that C word right now because they all got together for Christmas and did all that. My son has his friend, whole family. His family and his cousins. They're all people still going out to the movies, and like you said, they never cleaned it well before. When you went into the movies, your feet were sticking to the floor. So I mean, nobody is rushing in there with Lysol and wiping down all that stuff. So I'm glad that, what was it we watched? Something that was streaming on HBO. What was that, baby? We watched was streaming. Oh, he got his headphones on so he don't have to hear me. But it was something that came on, and it was The Matrix. The Matrix Resurrection. Yeah, that people were going to go see. I was so glad as soon as I heard people say, "Oh, it's streaming on HBO," I was like, don't we have that? Don't we have that? And so that's where I watched it, right on my sofa.
Well, see, that is not my cup of tea. That Matrix creeped me. I saw like a smidge. It must have been the first one.
That's all I saw.
Those horn things that they were putting on his back or something.
That's all I saw was the first one. I think I missed the 2 or 3 in between. So my daughter had to sit there and tell me certain things that were going on. She said, "Now see this in the background? That's from this part." Now she was telling me, because I've only seen the first one, and I didn't even see the one with Jada Pinkett in it.
No,
But she did
I
this one,
saw
yeah.
that little bit right there, and that was it. I was done.
I never saw
I
that.
don't like
It's,
creepy stuff like that.
you know, I
And for someone that watches a lot of crime shows, you would think that stuff wouldn't bother me, but I don't know, creepy stuff like that bothers me.
yeah,
It just tells
it
me
just
somebody's imagination has ran way too wild for me, and I can't catch up with that. So
it's
I stay
that
away from it.
it's about the dude being, I didn't even realize it was about him being a gamer, and my daughter filled me in on
Is
things
that
that
what
I
girl?
didn't realize. He had programmed these characters that were in the movie, and basically they've, I guess, somewhat come to light. It was weird. And I said, "Is that
Mhm,
what that was about?" Look, I didn't even know. I said, "Is
mhm.
that what that?"
What was one of those Marvels or DC? I don't know. One of those things with when they had a whole slew of them together. I don't remember the name of it, but I wanted to watch it with my daughter so she could tell me
Mm-hmm.
who was who and what their background was. I don't. That's not my thing. I said when I was
Girl,
growing up, there was Batman and Robin, um, and I think and Spider Man. That's all I can remember. I said all these other ones y'all know about.
you know what? I didn't realize that Marvel and DC were two separate, because they said,
I
"Oh,
didn't
that's
either. My
Marvel, that's
daughter
a
was telling me
DC," and I
that.
was like, "What that got to do with anything? Aren't they just all superheroes together in the superhero community of, the
Oh
superhero
no.
union? Aren't they just all together?" And
Oh
she said,
no.
"No, there's
Mhm.
Marvel and there's DC." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yep, my daughter told me that too. I was like, girl, I didn't know anything about that. They were just comics to me.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I didn't realize
Uh-oh.
that there's a whole genre of DC and there's a whole genre of Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Uh-oh. We got a bunch of Angelas in the house. Hey, Angela Young
Oh
and
my,
Angela
Angela
Mills,
Mills, Angie, and there's another Angela.
Angie Prescott. That's a popular name.
I said that they're that group of names. They still have young girl names. Like I said, I got an old lady
She
name.
said, "Yeah, girl names."
They still have young girl names.
Yeah, we
Hey
got
Angela. She says, hey ladies.
Angela Young and Angela
Mills.
Mills. I think I saw
Love you.
Angie Prescott.
Angela says to Angela, she loves her name.
Uh-huh. Angie Prescott, Angela Mills, Angela Young.
You ladies.
I used to be the only Melanie that I saw. Now there's about 3 or 4 Melanies that I see in chats now. At least I spell my name with a double E. That's the
Yeah.
only difference. That's the only difference. Because I hear them saying Melanie, blah, blah, blah. And I'll look, I'm like, did I put something in the chat I don't
Like
know about?
the few times I've gone on Dana's thing and there's somebody in there named Gigi. And every time she says Gigi, I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about. Then it
Yeah,
dawned on
yep.
me she's talking about somebody else. I don't
Hmm.
know what she's
There's
talking
a
about.
GGP
Yeah.
and
And that's why I always say GGP to her. But me, I ne- I when I even when I was growing up, I rarely ran into another Gloria. And
mm-hmm.
the last time I worked at the hospital, my boss, her name was Gloria, but her name was Gloria Jean, and I was Gloria Ann, so we were good with
Okay.
that.
You said we good with that.
But the funny thing is, when I got married, I married a Graham, so I became Gigi, and she was Gigi too, because her last name was Glinton. I was like,
Couldn't get away from it.
mm,
The
that's all right.
Squid Game. Only thing I know is that some students asked me, did I crochet the Squid Game characters? I haven't seen it yet.
The who?
It's a movie called The Squid Game.
I think I saw that on Netflix, but I
I
didn't
haven't
click to
seen
it.
it. Yeah,
Let me
people
tell you.
were.
Let me tell you what I'm watching on Netflix. I cannot. It's something about Lady and Money. I can't remember the title of it, but they are in Africa, and it's so funny to watch them because they go between like they always with Hispanic people they say Spanglish, so they go
Hmm.
between Spanish and well they go between whatever their native language is and English, and they have
Uh-huh.
subtitles sometimes when people are talking and saying things, and it's so and I'm not a person that does accents well at all.
Oh.
So when the first time I was like, oh, I don't know. I said, okay, I'm gonna have to come back to this because this is too overwhelming for me right now. So then I watched two more episodes. I said, okay. So I figure I said if I watch enough of it, and then they say words like we say child please or something like that. They
Yeah,
say
they have
something
their
to that, but
version.
they say it in their language, so you get that
Mm-hmm.
subtitle of what they're saying. It is so funny, but they haven't. It's girl. It's like a girlfriend because it's. Let me see. It's four or five of them that are close friends,
Oh, okay.
and the one that like the main character who finds herself broke now, her boyfriend who they were on a break is now engaged to somebody else while they were on a break.
That's real life. That happens in real life to
I
people.
said that sounds like Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union when they were on break. He had a break
Had a
baby.
baby. Guys, I'm telling you, sound like real life to me because that's just what I was thinking about.
It is so it's really interesting, and I love their outfits. Oh my god!
I'm gonna
Ooh,
have
I
to
said
see what that
if
is.
I can sew, I would be all into that. They have all the ruffles at the top, and of course they got the gorgeous bodies that they can slide into these outfits. But the older ladies, of course, wear the traditional colorful outfits and stuff.
Colorful.
And they talk much smack to the young girls.
There's so much
It's,
sweat.
oh, it's so interesting, but it's hard to keep up with it because
Mm-hmm.
of them going between the two languages, and so
Mm-hmm.
they'll say something. So now I'm trying to learn this please thing that they say. But I don't know how many
Is
episodes
it?
they have.
So I
How
wonder
many?
if they're because usually with those channels they're Nigerian and they speak Yoruba. I have
Mm,
some African colleagues and they're Nigerian and they speak either Yoruba or Igbo. There's two different languages, and I was
mm-hmm,
trying to learn Yoruba, and my friend brought me some books and some CDs, and I still do want to learn it because why
mm-hmm.
not?
Why
But
not?
yeah, yeah, Yoruba.
It's
Look,
it,
since I
it's.
did my 23andMe and it said I forgot what percentage of Nigerian in me, I might as well learn it.
Girl, I was watching something about how the cops are using DNA now and how they
Hmm.
can go through these old cases and find these criminals
Yeah,
if they're still alive.
cold cases. Yeah.
And there's this one guy, he killed a young girl 29 years ago.
Mm.
And because they still preserved all that stuff, they were able to track him down through his family.
I
They
saw something
tracked
about that.
the person when they were talking about it, I think it's either this show or some other show, but they say that they have 90% of white Americans in the database because of all these 23andMe and all these different things.
Yeah.
They
And
have
your relatives do it.
93%. I mean, 90% of their DNAs on file. I was like, and I would like to know how much percent. Probably got 2% of us.
No, because I mean, think about it. If they really wanted your DNA, when you go to the doctor and do lab work, who knows
Oh
what
yeah,
happens to that?
I know, but I'm saying just from these kits, they
Yeah,
have all this information.
yeah. I
That's
did the
why they find just like
23andMe for
that.
my
What was
daughter because she
was it
did
the
it.
California? Was it the California Strangler? That old man? They got him through DNA.
I did hear about that.
Yep.
I did hear about that. Yeah. Yeah, I did it because my daughter did it. She wanted me to do it because then it becomes stronger. But like I said, it was funny because, you get some people that are of a different race and they be in denial of you when
Oh
they
yeah.
see that it connects you and it tells you and they'll say, oh, there must be a mistake or they don't want any contact with you or they'll push the little things, say no contact or whatever. I'm like, I got enough people in my life already. Don't worry about it.
We good. We good,
We
people. We
good.
good.
We good, because then it was funny. One girl contacted me and she was white and she could see that she didn't have her picture listed.
Mm-hmm.
She could see that I was black. And she
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm gonna list my picture so that we could see if there's a family resemblance. And I thought it was so funny because when she put her picture up there, she was white. She went, And she said, "Hey, family." She was like, "I'm not surprised. I know the history of America."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
There's
it
a
was good
lady
that she was
that
open.
wrote a book. Which ear is it? I need to stop looking in the doggone camera so I can do
Left
what
is
I'm trying
right,
to
right
do.
is left. Mm-hmm.
She wrote a I don't know if she wrote a book or like did an op-ed or something, and she says, I am, how did she put it? Something to the effect that I am the epitome of racism or something. Basically, she's saying that look at me, look at my color, I'm not pure African.
Thank you.
And I was like, oh, this is but when I saw 90% of white Americans have done these things, I've never wanted to do it.
I'm curious because of the things that you hear in your family, what type of races you have in your family and stuff. And then
Hmm.
when you look at it, you be like, I don't see none of that down here. Somebody lied. I don't know what's
You know
going
them
on.
fables. You know those fables. Everybody got some Indian in them. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Then you do the thing that's like, no, none.
nah. They
You
said,
got
not for real. Somebody done lied.
somebody didn't
Somebody just
lie.
lied. Mm-hmm.
You know, the
So,
lady that I used to work with, God rest her soul, she was, I think if you are, I think you have to be a half Native American, and then you are entitled to the stipends that they get.
yeah.
And I think she was, but there was so much she she I don't know. She was heavy into doing drugs. And she started stealing
Um,
drugs at the hospital. And one night, because I worked night shift, and she gave me a report, and she was really off. I'm like, what is going on with her? So when I saw my boss the next day, I said, something is going on with Kathy. I said, I don't know what it is.
mm,
And they found that she had been stealing drugs, and
uh,
she eventually did OD.
mm,
And it was so traumatizing. She was such a sweet lady. She was a top-notch nurse, but those drugs just took over.
yeah,
And I
they
felt
do.
so she and her husband had adopted a child. He was 4 years old.
Aw,
But it was so sad. I was like, but I remember her um, talking about the stipend that they got, and I think that was a big thing with her husband because he knew that was guaranteed money.
well, I know a friend of mine, her boyfriend, the father was black, the mother was Indian, and they actually lived out here in California on the I don't know if they call it a reservation or whatever still, but they got money.
Mm-hmm.
His education was free.
Mm-hmm.
He went on to be a dentist, but yeah, they didn't have to want for anything because they got that money. You know,
But they should get it. They should get it.
we should too, but that's another discussion.
Another discussion for another day.
That's another day.
Off the
That's another
web.
day. Mm-hmm.
Never jumping the fence back in the day. You never know what blood you have in you. That's so true.
That's true. That is true.
I'm just gonna roll with the people that I know in my family.
Thank you. What you
That's
see
the
is what
blood
you
I
get.
know. Them I can. All them other ones, I don't know y'all. I'm not trying to know you
Yeah.
either. Mm-mm.
I got a couple. Let me see. I got a new butterfly. I've been looking for ladybug dresses.
Mm.
A little new ladybug.
Now that I think about it, I haven't seen a ladybug in years. Years.
I saw one last summer because it landed on my arm when I was trying to get in the car.
I just thought about it. And bees, I hardly ever see bees.
Well, we've been seeing some bees, at least when it was sunny. Yeah, yeah,
Well,
we've been.
good. Pollinate something.
Shoot, yeah.
People don't realize how important bees are.
Yes, they are.
They are without bees, there will not be a world.
Yep.
All
Don't
that.
get it.
What's his name? The guy from Shark Tank. John. What's his name? Damon John. Is his name Damon John? I think that's his name. he has a bee. He's a beekeeper.
Oh,
I would do it, but I don't want to get bit. I don't want to get stung. So y'all
mm-mm.
keep all. I'm
Yeah,
appreciating all those people that are beekeepers though.
thank you. Yeah, because that can't be me.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Melanie's Jenna said the dress is cute,
Oh, thank you.
but why can't
Yeah, I'm behind on my doll making. I just was relaxing too much.
see?
I
Oh,
made I made elves because they were quick and easy, but the dolls I got about 13 doll bodies.
mm-hmm.
They need hair, they need faces that you know. So I got these little doll bodies just in a bag, gigantic bag full of doll bodies, different colors. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I got lazy, so I got to get on it, get these dolls.
There's a this is Don't Look Up. I tried to watch that. I was like, the hell is this foolishness?
You know what I watch? All I watch is YouTube, and I watch, what is this channel called? Executive Decision. I'm into watching old 70s shows. I watched this old 70s show called Most Wanted, and it's got this old actor in it called Robert Stack, and that's what I'm watching right now on this
Listen, I
channel.
was I was the I think that's the one. He's the narrator, right?
No, he's the detective in the show.
Oh,
He's
no, no, no.
he's
I'm
head of
thinking about
the,
something. I'm thinking about real crime.
but he has done way back in the day. I think he did narrate something. His voice is very, very distinct. Robert Stack. So he did narrate something like that at
Why
one
can't I
time.
think of the name of? But his voice would creep me out. I would watch it, but there's some things that when he starts to talk, it would just creep me out, and I couldn't watch it. But I
Mm.
think it's him. What's
This
his
probably was Robert. He has
mysteries?
a,
Something mysteries.
yeah, he's got a very distinct voice, and he's on this. He does a show called Most Wanted, and it's from back in the 70s. This guy on YouTube, his channel is called Executive Decision, and he goes back and finds old shows from the 60s and 70s and just posts all the shows. So you can go to his playlist, and he'll start with the pilot of the show, and he lists all. And I just like the old shows from the 70s. They just crack me up sometimes. The When I look at the styles of clothes they
But
were wearing
they're
and the
so hard to
hairstyle.
watch because they're not in this beautiful, crisp, new look. So they're real
Oh,
off
I
funky
don't
and
care.
stuff.
I don't even see that. Don't bother me in terms of watching TV. That doesn't bother me. I just like the old shows. Look, that's why I probably know I'm getting old. But
Uh,
yeah, I'll watch
listen,
those old detective shows. Canon, the Mod
I know.
Squad.
Listen, I knew I was getting old the last time I tried to watch one of those award shows, and I knew absolutely nobody. So I was like,
Thank you.
okay, who are you
Thank you.
people? I don't know y'all like that.
It's been over 20 years since I watched them because I had my daughter, let's see, she's 24. Yeah, I got too busy being a mother. I didn't have
Mm.
time to keep up with that. And then the last one I watched, I was like, who is that? Little who? What? They could do that on TV and say
And
that?
when I suffered through that BET award show, and them two girls
Mm.
came out there singing and cursing on top of it, I was like, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I'm too old for this.
EJ and Candace are saying, was it called Unsolved Mysteries? That Robert
Unsolved
Stack?
mysteries. That's it. That's it. Girl, he used to
Mhm.
creep me out.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that. I remember that. You're right. You're right.
He could be the perfect one to do that during Halloween, and you want to do a scary, just let him talk. Just let him talk. He's scary enough just talking.
Like Vincent Price.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
watch his scary movies from back in the day. I like the older shows because it's just, less gore, more about the plot,
Yeah.
no special effects. They don't always have to show people getting murdered. In that show, Most Wanted, some people got killed. They don't show all that. They
Mm-hmm.
just show the aftermath.
Thank you, Angela. I had a good
Mhm.
time making her. Oh, you watched Don't Look Up. It was too slow. It was back and forth. I'm like, what are they talking? Was it good, Jeanette? Just tell me, was it good?
She said, was it good?
Good. I was not suffering through that no more. Candace is chasing bunnies. Did you catch one yet?
He said, she said
Uh,
he's a strange one.
yeah, he's a strange girl. His voice just creeped me out. I would watch it most of the time, but ooh, Ooh, honey.
What cracks me up when I watch this show is you can tell when there's a stunt man doing the stunts.
Oh yeah.
It's so obvious, the bad wig. And I mean, at the time Robert Stack is in this show, he's like 50. He
Oh
has
my
to be in his
goodness.
50s, but he's
And
jumping from
50
boat
back
to
then
boat.
was 50.
Okay. And he's jumping from boat to boat. He's beating up 30-year-old men. And I'm like, okay, that's when they made the star of the show Superman, because
Yep.
50-some-year-old man beating up no young 30 or 20-some-year-old. It's just not happening. But it did in that show. But just the feathered hairstyles, the Farrah Fawcett feathered hairstyles, and then when you see the black people, they got the perfect. Richard Lawson was in one. Beyonce's mother's
Really?
husband.
Yeah, her husband.
He
Yeah.
was in one, and he had the perfect afro, boy. And then the mayor in the show, he's got a perfect afro. He's the mayor, this guy. And I said, look at those perfect afro sheen, sparkly,
That's right. That's right.
moisturized afros. It just
If
cracks
you
me.
if you watch something about Colin Kaepernick,
Uh-huh.
girl, that fro is perfect. Perfect. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yes, you rock that fro. Rock it.
You said you rock that afro.
Oh,
I
honey,
can't
that
think.
fro.
I have a picture of myself with a big fro. I think it might have been from 10 years ago. Yeah, when I
Mm-mm.
really let my hair grow out. I was gonna do locks, and I had locks for a moment, and then I took them out. It took a long time, but I got them out, and my hair was so long, and I picked it out, and I had this gigantic fro, and I took a picture. And then I have a picture of my daughter with her gigantic afro. I said, every black woman needs to have one picture with your gigantic fro.
Honey, when I was young, they tried to when I was like 16, they tried to pick my hair to try to make it into a fro. It wouldn't.
It
Mm,
wouldn't. It wouldn't
mm-mm.
stand up, or was it?
Because my mom had, pressed my hair, and I definitely was not gonna wet it.
So
No.
you said
Mm-mm. No. Y'all out of your mind. You think I'm gonna make wet water? No.
what's that water? Fear
Water
of
is an
water.
adversary. No.
See, now I can walk in the rain with no fear.
See, I can
No
too
fear.
now. Don't phase
Mhm.
me at all anymore.
That's why I said it's so short that when it's raining too hard, it goes straight to my scalp. It hits me straight, and I'll be like, "Ooh, I need to get
What
my
is this?
hat on."
I'm trying to tell you the name of it's it's not written right.
GGP is here. Hey, GGP.
Okay. Where's the title of it? I want the title. It's called I can't even read it. The something money woman. Oh, the smart money woman. That's the name of it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up.
The smart money woman.
I used to watch the detective show that was done in Africa where Jill Scott was in it. Did you ever see that?
No, because it's on probably HBO or something. I don't have HBO.
It might be. It might be on YouTube now, because when it gets so old, people put it on YouTube. That
Candace says
happened.
she caught too.
She said, "I caught two, ma'am." Uh,
Hey,
hey,
Divergent
Virgin
Crafter, how are you tonight? I'm so glad I'm off. Girl, y'all don't know.
I
Y'all
know.
don't know.
I
Y'all
do know, because I'm dreading Monday, because I won't be off anymore. I am not. Every day it gets closer to Monday, I'm like,
don't. I can imagine. I feel your pain. I'm gonna be lounging all next week, making dolls,
mm,
and
making dolls, got the fever.
I don't know what else I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna be doing
Getting the
some
fever.
dolls.
Telling you, you're gonna start getting orders.
We'll see, because I'm gonna make a few, put them
I
right
got
on out there.
I got an order, and I was just showing some on my Facebook, and somebody put, "Oh, by the way, my daughter is a Delta, and I want you to make her a doll. Let me know how much and when you can start, and blah blah." And I was like, and it's a shame, because I got the doll bodies all made. I just don't
Mhm.
want to. I want to do what I want to do.
See, that's the thing about me. I don't like people to ask me to do things. I want you to get what I already have. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
throw maybe I'll throw a little sash, a Delta sash on her. Be gone with that.
Listen, be gone with that. Take that sash and be gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of want to do what you want to create, and it messes
Mm-hmm.
with your creativity when you get an order, and then
Yep.
it's never what they want, no matter what they
Mm-mm.
ask you for. I want
Mm-mm.
you to put a red belt with this, and you do it, and then it's like, well, no, not like that.
And see, unlike sewing a dress, you can rip the seam. You did all that crocheting around, and then you like one
You got
right in the middle. They don't like what's in the middle.
hmm
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
That's what
Mm-mm.
I'm afraid of. I had a bad incident with a family member one time before when I made an AKA doll. 7 changes. 7 changes. And then I told her the next time she bought another doll, I said, as is,
Mhm.
no changes, as is.
Mhm.
That's it. She said, okay. I was like, yeah, because that,
That's crazy.
yeah.
That's a
So,
lot of work.
and I told her normally it would be $5 per alteration because it was some craziness. Change the lips. No, I don't like them. Change them back. Put green around the bow, the pink bow. Oh, that's too green. Do this, do that. And I was like, my husband said, you know what? I tell her right now, you take this doll as it is or you don't take her.
That's right.
He even got tired of it. Somebody else who wasn't making the doll got tired of it.
Because it's ridiculous. It
So
is ridiculous.
I'm not one for custom orders, not even when
And
I
see,
made hats.
and that's the thing. I always say, Gucci ain't doing all that. Louis Vuitton isn't doing all that. Yves Saint Laurent isn't doing all that. They
Mm-mm.
making something, they fitting it to your body, and you rolling with it.
And a million other people got it.
That's right.
Same
Hey,
thing.
GGP, haven't seen you in a minute. Saying hi to Angela. Saying hi to GGP. You met Fred Williamson over 10 years ago, and his afro and himself is fine. I know he is, girl.
She said fine, not fine, but
He's
fine.
fine, girl, fine.
OMG.
My problem is I start a project and someone says, "Oh, that's pretty. I want that." And then they start changing things about it. Yeah, that's the thing. No.
Mm-hmm.
When I made my Simon Bear, and one of my friends like, "Oh, I want one. Can you make one?" Said, "Okay." Made the Simon Bear. Is as close to the first one she saw, and she loved it. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
want. Take
That's
what I
beautiful.
already did and run with it. Hey,
That's
Shirley
beautiful.
Berry, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. I hope
Hey,
you did a
Charlie.
thumbs up when you came in. Yeah, I was like, I'm like when I made the tube top for my niece, I said, okay, yeah, I'll try it. I'll do it. I'll do it. She loved it. I said, good. I'm gonna make another
You
one.
said good. Take it. Go. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
people will look at it and they think because it's handmade, then they can come back and tell you, well,
Mm-hmm.
can you change? I would like, I
Mm-hmm.
want, and you
Mm-hmm.
looking like,
Yeah,
now
right.
you
Okay.
said you wanted this hat.
Mm-hmm.
You better take
And
the
did you see
people
the
used
one
to,
that you saw that you like? Then this is the same one that you saw that you like.
because people used to always like my hats, but they say, do you do pom poms? I was like, yeah, kinda. And they were like, why do you say it like that? I said, pom poms are yarn eaters. That could take
Mm-hmm.
a half a skein of yarn. It takes a lot of yarn to make a pom pom, and I
Mm-hmm.
can probably make another small hat with what it
Yep.
takes to make a pom pom.
The majority of my family doesn't even know. Oh, crap, this is our YouTube channel. I don't want negativity. Girl, good for you.
Good for you, EJ. You are a very wise woman.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And hi.
Hi, Charlie
Hey,
Berry.
Joyce, how are you tonight? Thank you for
Hi,
joining
Joyce.
us. I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in.
Yeah, that's very
And
wise,
Sharlina,
EJ.
hey.
That is very wise because then people start looking and criticizing and telling you what you should have done and what you
Mhm.
could do. And if you want to blow up, you should do this.
Oh,
And
goodness. That's why I said 2022 going to be a whole new kind of Gloria. I said
uh-oh.
I got stuck with these quote unquote gurus that's gonna I'm paying for their little classes that I'm not even paying attention to or
You
going
see, you're
to.
not paying attention to it.
I don't who has time.
It's true.
So
It takes a lot.
I said so that's pretty much I won't say money wasted, but it'll be money in the rear view somewhere along the
It's a
line.
lesson learned. Yeah.
It's when in 7 years when I have time to go back, and if it's still there, then I can look at it. Because I know when I did that Crochetpreneur summit that they had,
Oh, she
I
wasn't
paid.
gonna get me.
The only reason why I paid for it is because it'll be there.
Yeah.
So I
Okay. Well,
can
that's
always
good.
go back to it. Now, mind you, I couldn't tell you how to get to it to go back to it, but I know I have access to it.
When you find it, when you
Yes,
get there,
yes. And it was
you have
really
the key.
nothing. The ones that I did watch, I was like, this isn't really giving me anything I don't already know.
You know, I have an old book from, and it's in my storage now, but it told me everything I needed to know, and basically to be prepared for this or that. It gave me a checklist of things to have when I went to a craft show. I made sure I had it. It was good. Some things I used, some things I didn't. It told me basically don't overpromise customers, you know, when they see your hats and they say, "Oh, can you make one USC colors, this and that?" Just say, you know, I'll try to, but I'm really busy. They said,
Hmm.
don't promise customers anything. Don't take customer orders, custom orders, because
Custom.
you will get overwhelmed.
Yep,
And they said once it becomes a job, it's not as fun. It
that's right.
kills your creativity, and you will become less creative. You're just looking for
Hmm.
the orders, and they said the orders dry up,
Real fast. And
and they
but
said,
see,
believe it or
that's
not,
why I
you have to
said
take
I
what you
need to
have.
do I need to do something that is not seasonal. I need
Hmm.
to do something that's year round. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm going to focus on crafting and learning my real craft at making purses and enjoy making me some pretty dolls in the meantime.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I like to do hats, and I can do a hat. When I had to go over to my mom because of course she got sick after Christmas. So I went over there and I was over there for hours. And my great niece, somebody gave her a loom. I don't know who gave her that loom, but you know she came to me with it.
Yes. Yes. How
And I
do you
told her
use it?
mom, I said, Gloria does not loom. I said, looming is something out of my scope
Yeah.
of knowledge. I said,
Yeah.
but I have a yarny friend who does looming. And I told her about Kelly. And I said,
Okay.
so I went to Kelly's thing. I said, oh no, I said, Kelly's doing this on a live. I said, you need to find someone that does it from the beginning and it shows you. So then I
Yeah.
went and found somebody that showed basic looming, how to do it
It's
from
always
the start.
somebody on YouTube.
And so then I sent that to her. So when I went over to see my mom, she was over there with the loom working on it. And then she had to go, because she went to donate plasma. And I told her, I said, because she had gotten a crochet hook from the Dollar Tree. So I said, bring me some yarn and a crochet hook. So while she was gone, I took the little a ball of yarn and crocheted a hat and left it
Yeah.
there for her. I said, because it's big enough, because I didn't want to do a bigger one because I knew I only had that one skein of yarn. So I
Yeah.
did one big enough for her daughter. So I left it there, and I sent her a text. I said, "Did you see the hat?" She's like, "Oh yeah, it's cute." I said, "Yeah, hat's a lot faster to crochet than loom."
There you go. Yeah.
She
That's
says,
what
"Yeah, I
my
see
one
that."
thing. That's why I got my central coming Friday. Is that
Hmm.
tomorrow? I don't even know what day it is.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, tomorrow. So, because that's quicker. I always thought about doing a loom, but it's just the thought that I can make a crocheted hat quicker. Because I can make a crocheted hat in an hour or
Hmm.
less. But
Yep.
I know in that loom, that's not happening. So,
Nah.
look, maybe
I,
I'm
I
underneath central.
I tried to watch Kelly when they were looming that day. I was like, mm-mm, I can't
Not for
loom.
me. When I saw
No.
the central and I saw how many hats people were popping out, I said, "Oh, that's
Oh
for
yeah.
me."
See the thing for me, I think that's probably why my arm hurts too. I blame it on that. Cranking those hats out too.
You say, "I
Because
blame it
this
on
arm is good. This crank arm, right there in that area, hurts,
what
and
was
it
it?"
still hurts.
Sandrine said you need to get.
I'm not dying. I'm not, listen, I'm not going to waste my money on that because I'm not going to do that all the time. If I was doing those hats and making some money off of it, then maybe I would invest in one of those drills. But no, no, ma'am.
Yeah, because she said it's not a regular drill though. It was a smaller drill that you use, and
You attach it to the thing, and you just, because I was on OVWs, and one of the ladies were on there and they were doing their
mhm.
Addies, and she had her little drill thing using it.
My thing is, what if it drops a stitch? That's my fear with the Central.
Well, that's with any of them. You have to keep your attention. Hey
Oh,
Nancy, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Angela says, hey to her. Hey, everyone to chat. Hey, Marshall, how are you tonight? Thank you for
Hey,
joining
Marshall.
us. She says hi to Melanie. Hope you had thumbs up when you came in. Saying hi to Angela. And hi to Nancy and Marshall. I can't make anything in an hour. I crochet super slow. Don't worry
And
about it.
you get that J or K hook and you make that basic beanie. It's a basic beanie. That's what I can make in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I can make you a basic beanie or a skull cap. You know how people like, even with your locks, they wear the skull caps that stop here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really popular because people like to put it on their braids when their braids get old, or
Mm-hmm.
you just pop it on and it's just like that skull cap, like the Muslim people wear sometimes.
Angie said looming is slow but fun. Yeah, okay. I'm let you have all of that. PJ says screwdriver.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Hi to PJ. Oh, you're sick, Nancy? Oh, I hope you
Uh-oh.
feel better soon. Use cordless screwdriver
That's
with
what
the
it
adapter
is.
on the central. I did not take off the handle on my Addy. Okay.
That's what it
Yeah, see
is.
if I was gonna be doing that on a regular basis, then it would be worth to invest it. But honey, I crank
I
out
think
two or
I'm
three
gonna
of them
make
hats and I'm
some.
done.
I'll
I
make
have
some up and see how quick, because my family loves those hats. They love
mhm,
hats, and matter of fact, I have some in my garage right now. I didn't try to sell much this year. I was just
mhm.
tired. I was ready for that 2 week break. And I need to
Well,
go look at those hats that I have in a little tub. I have a tub full of hats.
what's her name? OVW. I did the little stripe one. Because she did a tutorial on how to do the straight ones. And then the next tutorial she was going to be doing was on how to make hearts or flowers, something on the hat.
Hmm.
But I got to go back to that video because since I'm off this week, I can do that.
Man, I'm so upset. I want
Mm,
to get the variegated yarns and make the variegated hats and
mm.
variegated scarves I see
And,
people
and the
making.
thing is, when you crochet, even if you crochet in single crochets, it looks so different from the
It
knit.
does. It does. It really
So
does.
different. When I took my little Christmas yarn that I've had for who knows how many years, just sitting there collecting dust, I said, let me put this on this Centro and see what it looks like. I think I actually used my Addy. Yeah, I used the Addy for that. And I don't your Centro should have those suck 'em cups on it. Make
Yeah, I
sure
ordered the one that has that. Yeah.
make sure you suck it down, girl. It'll move on you. That's the thing I don't like about my Addy. I don't have suck cups on them, so I'm holding my arm over it so that it won't move. I'm like,
Oh.
anywho, but when I
Now
did
what?
when I did the hats in that Christmas color and on that machine, I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I wish
Yeah.
I knew how to knit, but I don't want to learn how to knit.
Girl,
Yeah,
I don't want to learn how to knit. I'm gonna be real. You'll never see Melanie's modern crochet and knit. You
knit.
won't see that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I will never branch over. I will never cross over to Knitland. I admire it. I do. I
Mm,
admire, but I also have a book that it'll have a picture of a knitted cable sweater,
and
and
show
it
you how to
has a picture
crochet it.
of a crochet, and it shows you how to do it in
Mhm.
crochet. That's the land I'm living in.
Yep.
I will not be living in Knitland. I just don't want to. I had a friend that she knitted, and then she would get these orders from her family for hat and scarf sets, and then she would call me and ask me could I make them. And I said, well, why can't you do it? She said, girl, it takes me 3 days to make a hat. I was
Ooh,
like,
because knitting, and see that's the thing about the Centro and the Addy is with me. I don't know how to fix the drop stitches because I think if you know how to knit, you understand how to fix the drop stitches.
now Kelly showed how.
Listen, I've watched a bazillion videos on it now, and I'll watch it. But see, the thing is, I'll watch it at that time. But then
Yeah.
when I go to do it again, I haven't watched
Okay.
it and I don't
Yeah.
remember how to do it. And I know you have to pull it up, but
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, by the time I went around and looked at it, I'm on like row number
By the time you
15 or
caught it,
something. And I'm like, oh
that's
man.
my horror.
And I
I'm
just
gonna be cranking really slow, like.
No, don't crank slow. You got because you got to stay in a rhythm.
Oh,
You got to
okay.
stay
Because
in
I'm
a
gonna be
rhythm. So
watching.
you
That's
just
my
hold.
thing.
And what I usually do is take my yarn over my thumb, and I'll put it somewhere where I know it's going to stay in that same tension, and I'll start. And the hard part is, the casting on. So you got to make sure you cast on correctly. Otherwise, you're going to screw yourself. Cast on. Once you get cast on, you start cranking, making sure those second, third, fourth, and then you get into your rhythm. And you just hold that yarn. And in 20 minutes, probably you'll have a hat, depending on how big you
Woo,
want.
that's beautiful.
You'll get it out, and then you got to do the cast off. Now the casting off, depending on how you make the hat, because if you want to do a two tones or something like that, you're going to need waste yarn. It was so much to learn. I learned how to use my Centro from a man. I watched so many different videos, and I came across this man who made it look so easy. He just did his little thing, and I followed his, because I the first video, this lady took like a little heavy weighted thing, wrapped her yarn around that, put it in the middle. Then she did the casting on. I was like, what the? Yeah. So
So
then
what
when I saw this guy, he just did this little thing and put it on and cast on and I mean, he was cranking. He was
yeah.
cranking. I was like, oh, okay, this is not the okay. I get this. Then I watched this other video that showed how to do two tone so that your brim would be different from the hat itself.
That's what I
I was
want to
like,
do
"Oh,
too.
this is cool." The one thing I don't like is that change is so obvious.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know how to make that chain not look so obvious. And that was the other hard part for me to learn, is to make sure to change my colors right, so that when I crank, I'm not casting off because I missed where it should have been.
See, now you look, I'm getting all scared now. I'm like, shoot.
Listen, it's a learning experience.
Oh, it's
Because
gonna be an experience, I can tell.
all I ended up doing 9 times out of 10 was cast off and start all over again.
See,
That
Marshall
was
is
it.
saying you have to hold it down even with the section cups. And it says, but girl, I drop a stitch and let me tell you, it isn't easy as it looks. And then EJ said, yeah, that's what I saw. You use a small crochet hook to fix a drop stitch on the knitting machine.
Oh yeah. So Nancy has my same weather. She hasn't left the house. Huh? She said hi to BJ. Thank you. I'm getting down there. And I know you. Yesterday. You're welcome. Gigi, yesterday I kept saying device not connected. Like Trina Smith was trying to come up. No, I remember someone else had that problem. What did you tell her to do about it? Huh?
I saw that on your show the other day, VJ. Somebody kept trying to come up and they kept saying they weren't connected. Their device wasn't connected. I remember seeing that the
I
other
remember
day.
someone else had that problem. What did you tell her to do about it? Hmm? Me?
Somebody was trying to,
The non-techie girl?
I guess maybe you had somebody trying to come up from the basement or trying to get connected to StreamYard, and they couldn't. It kept saying device not connected.
I have not a clue. If I told somebody what to do, girl, I have not a clue. Only thing I know is if you do it from your phone, you just have to accept. I think you just. I don't know.
You're like,
It's
I
been,
don't know.
listen, it's been a long time since I went on to somebody's live from my phone. I know it does. I know it's quirky sometimes if you try to go from your phone to somebody's live. I don't know. Sorry. I have not a clue. I tried knitting and looming. I found a small knitting machine. It doesn't work good. Oh,
Which one do you like better, Gigi? Do you like your Addy or your Central better? Which one do you like?
they're different because Centro is the first one that I bought. And this is the funny thing. The yarn that came with the Centro worked like a gem in the Centro. But then when I tried other yarns, it didn't. So Central is really, really picky about the yarn. The
Mm.
adding machine, you can pretty much put any yarn in it except for the bulkies.
Now,
I wouldn't try the bulky in it,
was that
but
central yarn thinnish or was it kind of thick?
the Central likes the thinner, it likes Karen Simply Soft. It doesn't
Okay.
care too much for the Super Saver yarn. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I think it depends on the color of it
So it
because
might like Lion Brand yarn because Lion Brand kind of runs on the thin side
it
sometimes.
might like that.
It's a
But
thinner four.
that's the one thing that I found about Central. You got to know which yarn, and it'll tell you. Almost immediately, it'll tell you what yarn it doesn't like. So
Mm-hmm.
that was, but I thought it was so weird that the yarn that actually came with it worked like a gem. So I'm like, oh, good, this is gonna be great. But when
Mm-hmm.
I got my Addy, I didn't really have any problems with it except for I knew I had to hold the tension and I got to lean over to hold it down so it doesn't move.
See
So
that?
it's a whole nother thing unto itself. But
Oh,
my Addy, I mean my Centro, those Succum cups stick to my table so well, so it
good.
really doesn't move a lot.
Good.
But that's the only thing. But it's real picky about its yarn. I just learned to knit, and it's still coming out wrong. I don't. I'm not even
I'm
gonna
not
try to
gonna have
learn.
that adventure.
Hey, Angela, BJ, everyone came in. It's Gigi, you have to hold that down. Even. Oh, okay. You read that one to the suction cup. Mine does pretty good sometimes.
Yeah, it's
Most of the
probably the
time it does.
surface. You got to make sure it has the right surface.
Mm-hmm. Use a small crochet hook to fix the dry. Yeah, I've seen because JoJo Juju, if you want to learn anything about Central and Addie and making things, that's the one I follow because she makes anything and everything with that doggone machine.
That's what you can
She's
have your
done
own business with that
scarves and
central.
hats and bunnies and shoes, slippers, and what else she did?
I saw people making fingerless gloves with the
She
central.
may have done that too. I don't know.
Yeah,
She makes a
I saw
whole
'em.
lot of stuff. Let me see. Margaret Olander has great too. Okay, so there's another person, Margaret Olander. I don't know her. Back in the day, we used to fix ladders in tights.
BJ, what
Fix
you talking about,
ladders
girl?
in tights. I think she's talking about that thing where you bring the yarn over. I think that's what she's talking about. Isn't that Jacob's ladder? Is that what it's called?
Uh,
Like when you take, and I know, but anywho,
we lost BJ. You know we can't
it was
remember
a,
back that far. That was 5 minutes ago. We don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about, BJ? What you talking about? You know we lost.
let me know all this before I started. Oh my God, I was frustrated the first time I used
Oh, I know it's
Oh,
gonna be
honey,
frustration.
honey, that's all it is. It's just like when we all learned to crochet. It was like, yeah, you were holding the yarn too tight, or you had it too loose, and you had to learn that tension.
Yeah. That's
PJ
just
said,
like
"Don't
with
be scared."
crocheting. You got the hand that holds the yarn. You have to learn your tension with it, when you're
Hmm.
crocheting, because if
Yep.
not, your stitches will be many different shapes.
Hmm. Yep. And then all it, even when when you, especially with me in these single crochet, that's the one thing I like the way Yolanda puts that the stitch marker on your last stitch. I love that because a
Yeah,
lot of people put it on their first stitch. But I love that because when you mess up, at least when you pull it out, you know that was the last
that's what I
stitch.
do.
That's what I like. Let me see. What's Marcel? I know how to knit, but wanted to do it faster with the knitting machine. But it's
Yeah.
learning curve, and I'm still learning. So yeah, yeah. You
I
do
was
a
so
little bit at a
happy
time.
when
See
I
what I?
saw Kelly. Kelly was doing her. She had been Kelly's crochet adventure. She had been invited to her neighbors, and she was making up some quick gifts. She was making some
Mhm.
head wrap. Oh man, they were beautiful.
Yeah.
She was making
I
up those
watched.
wraps.
I watched Miss Still and Coffee or something like that. I think she was the first one that I watched do the headband.
I was like, wow, I was
Yeah,
excited. I said, I'm gonna make me some headbands and some hats.
See, EJ said her Addie King hates red heart, navy, and red heart. See, it's the colors too, because they are real picky machines.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care. I've been using mandala yarn. Oh, red heart say with my central, I know. Okay, yeah. I think it's the luck of the draw sometimes.
Yeah. Did you get one of those Lion Brand Santa sacks? Did you order one of those?
Last year. Was it this year? This
I
year.
got one this
I think
year.
I got it this year.
I wasn't too impressed.
What'd you get?
I'm probably gonna end up giving the yarn away. I'm gonna just open it.
I did get it this year. I can't. I have bad.
I hope it doesn't. It's purple and
Oh,
white.
yeah, I got that. I didn't like the feel of it.
It's called Watercolors by Mandela.
But it's the sparkle, right?
No, it has no sparkle.
Oh,
Look.
okay. Because I got
And
some
it's
sparkle yarn, but I didn't like the feel of it.
Yeah, I'm like, this will be in a giveaway.
Good.
Somebody gonna get. And how many? It's got 164 yards. It's and this is for VJ. It's 3.5 ounces, VJ. She knows. She said she need ounces.
I need yards.
I need yards.
Well,
and
weight
so
don't mean nothing to me.
that someone's gonna be getting. I might be able to work with this. Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, I'll try this in my Centro basic stitch.
Oh yeah, that might work.
Yeah,
that would make a beautiful hat. Woo!
Yeah, the black, white, and the gray.
Oh yeah,
piling, and it is.
Listen, I like yours. The one thing that I got in my bag was that really thick, but I used it to make that purse with that faux fur. Oh, I love the feel of that purse. I got to get that bad boy lined, but I love the feel of it.
I got 3 of these at 3 ounces, 153 yards. So I'll stick with that. But the last thing I got was, I was like, I feel like I got gypped, but somebody uses it. Oh Baby Organic, and it's 1.75 and 180 yards. It's organic cotton.
But it's pretty. What color is that?
It is turquoise.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It looks darker here on this camera than it really is. To me, it looks like almost a light blue, but it says it's Oh Baby Organic, 100% organic cotton. Yeah, I don't like
they've changed it, because I think I got that, because matter of fact, I gave away all of my extra hats and stuff that I didn't have in my Etsy shop. I put some of it in my Santa bag and gave it away.
You know,
I must have gotten that this year sometime. I don't remember when though.
So I'll keep the Santa bag to use, I guess, again for a giveaway. But the only thing I'm gonna keep is that basic stitch. That's all I'm gonna keep. The other one,
that's all you got?
Yeah, because you only get 9 skeins of yarn for $20. And from what I was seeing everybody else get, I was like, ooh, I should have known better. I should have known better.
Actually, I don't know what it was. I know I got, I don't even see it in here.
I did see your video. I saw it, Jeanette. She said, did y'all see my hats I made using my Centro? I sure did. It got me even more excited. I
don't know where that yarn is, but anyway. But I got the sparkly yarn, but I didn't like the feel of that sparkly yarn.
Yeah.
I made this for my friend, the boho vest. And I made it. I said, oh, let me finish this so I can, where am I? I never know where I am.
You said, you like me? I don't know.
There. And I made it, and I told her, I said, because she wants a tie for it. And so I said, well, you need to come because I need to know where to put the tie.
Yeah.
And so I saw her. Well, I didn't see her. We did duo chat for Christmas. And I said, well, why haven't you come? Because I've pushed myself to finish it so that she could have it for Christmas. Even though she didn't say she wanted it for Christmas, but I wanted her to have it for Christmas. And she's like, girl, you know you're going to have to do the Amazon thing for me. I was like, I'm not Amazon money, okay? I'm not doing the Amazon thing for you.
What she mean Amazon thing?
Ship it to her. Ship it to her. We in the same city. Almost the same city. No, I ain't doing that.
Come on.
When I was looking at it today, I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a long tie, and I'm gonna put it in there, and I'm gonna call when I'm out and about tomorrow. I'm gonna call and say, where are you? And I'm gonna take it to her, and I said, you
There
can
you
put this
go.
tie wherever you want it to be,
Mm-hmm.
and keep it moving because it's collect. I want it out of my house.
You said I want it out of my house.
I don't like things sitting around if it's finished. I want it gone.
Mm-hmm.
When I went over to for Christmas for my mom, and we were all talking, I said, I got something for you. She's like, what you have for me? I told you I didn't want anything. And I took it out. She's like, oh, because
And she
I made
wanted
her the
the
cantata
canada. You were talking about that.
that she
The joy of handmade.
yes. I was so happy to make her happy.
Mm-hmm.
DJ say JoJo is boss. Yes, she is. She know that thing inside out. One day I
The
might.
VJ.
Yeah, I doubt it. Yep, JoJo is awesome. Saying hi. Did I miss somebody? She said Rochelle. Did I miss somebody? I don't see a Rochelle. Did I? Let me go back up.
Yeah, I saw Jeanette when she made hers on her central. I got real excited. I said, "Oh, it's coming! It's coming!"
Margaret's channel is sheepishly sharing. That's cute. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, everybody saying hello, 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 hello. And they even said that in the movie in the show that I'm watching.
Hello.
Somebody said that. I was like, oh my goodness, we have crossed over.
I'm about to say they mock us all the time.
What?
They sure do.
Oh my goodness. That you have to watch that. If accents don't bother you, you will
Oh,
get
they
a kick
don't.
out of it.
They don't.
I'm so bad. I'm down here where 90% of the people in South Florida have an accent other than Southern, because I know I'm a Southerner.
They got
But
Cuban. You got Cuban people down there, right?
we got Cuban, we got Mexicans, we got Brazilians, we got the Haitian, the Jamaicans, the Barbadian, we got Bahamas.
Oh wow.
We got
You just got all the islands.
we
All
got
the
every island imaginable in Florida. And then we get the Europeans on top of that. So me and accents are not, it's got to be a certain kind of accent. And it's so funny. This guy messaged me on the dating site, and I was so hesitant to even call him at all, because he said good night, which told me he was Jamaican, because Americans say hello, good evening, or something like that. We don't say good night. We say good night when we're going to sleep.
Yeah.
So I finally broke down and called him, and he had that accent. And I was so glad he was not available to talk, because after that, I didn't want to talk anymore.
I'm about to say you didn't call it back anymore, huh?
No, I did not.
You said no, I did not.
And my friend said, girl, what's wrong with you? I said, there are certain accents I just don't want to hear them call my name in. I just don't want to hear them call my name. Some people say my name and I like, oh, I like that. Some people say my name like, no, I don't want to hear that. So they tell me I'm crazy. I said, okay, I'll just be crazy. I made 6 head wraps and they are gorgeous. Yeah, I made a whole bunch of them too.
That's what I want to make, head wraps, because
see, Kivia is gonna be in your giveaway. She says she loves the yarn.
Oh, good. Because I will be giving that yarn away. It will be in a giveaway. I'll keep the basic stitch, but the Mandela watercolor. She said, "Thank you. I need ounces, Lord."
Yeah. See, Nancy says she goes by yards too, because yards gives me a real idea of what I'm going to do. What is weight? Ounces. 30 ounces, 50 ounces, 100 ounces. 100 yards tells me I'm going to be crocheting for a long time.
It tells me whether I can make a hat, if I'm going to be playing yarn chicken, all that. Yeah.
Yep. It's like my what is it? The anniversary yarn that's now on sale again. I'm gonna be making another purse with that.
Hmm. I might get some and make a maybe like a swimsuit cover, something like a netted.
No, you don't want to use that. That's a 5 weight. The anniversary yarn.
Oh, it's a 5 weight?
It's thick.
Wow.
Yeah, but I like it because it's my favorite color. Oh,
Oh,
it
then I
may be
might
a
make a
6. Now that I'm looking at it, oh no, you cannot fall. Back up there.
this little hat fell off.
Let me put you over there. I can't reach that hat. No, I think this might be a 6. I don't have the label on it, but I think it might be actually might. It's a 5 or a 6.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Because it's really thick.
Because I'm not into making blankets that much anymore, but
Me either. I got
maybe.
this because it was purple. And when I made that purse for my daughter, she loves it. It's pretty beat up by now, but I'm going to make one for myself
Mm-hmm.
while I'm on vacation.
You said all about vacation.
Gonna have my purple purse. That's right. I'm gonna have my mask ready for the new year.
Mm-hmm. Because we're going to need them.
Girl, I didn't even think. I was like, who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Mm-mm-mm.
I would have think because nobody wants to be told to do anything, you know.
I know it.
Nobody wants to be told to wear a mask. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
wants to be told to get vaccinated. If you don't get vaccinated, please wear a mask. Be considerate of others. Nobody wants to. So I know someone who's gotten COVID for the second time, and she's a nurse. And I said, "Didn't you have COVID before?" She said, "Yep, this is the second time."
Mm-hmm.
So don't walk around thinking that you had it one time and you can't get it again, because you can.
Oh yeah, and over. It's just like the flu. So what? You get a flu shot every vaccine every year. You can get it. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that GG Gorgeous. Love what? Oh, you talking about that yarn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that yarn too. I can't wait to make this next one. And using it because it's a thick yarn, it first won't take very long to
Those
make.
hats look good to me, Jeanette. They're
Yeah,
wearable.
I gotta look at it because I saw it pop up, but
Yeah,
I was somewhere in between,
she made like 4 or
either
5 hats.
in the store or icing my knee. I don't know. I was doing something when it popped up.
Yeah, and you know, if you were actually knitting, you couldn't make 4 or 5 hats in a day if you were actually knitting them.
No, no. Hey, Mama J. Way, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. I hope your thumbs
Hey,
up when you
Mama
came
J.
in. Oh no, Gigi, that is exactly what my mom says to me when are you coming to get this out of my house? I don't want to keep looking at it. Oh my goodness, see, your mom and
Mm-hmm.
I are there, honey. It's done. Come get it. I've always, and that's mojo. That's bad mojo now. It's
You
done.
said
Come
that's
get it.
bad mojo.
Yeah,
Don't
I
put
need
that on that.
it's blocking something else that needs to be on there.
Oh, it's blocking the creativity.
Yeah, yeah. I've looked at that for 3 weeks now.
Ooh,
Yeah. I want her
she
to
better
come get
come get it before it gets put in the store.
it.
Did she buy it already?
Yeah, she bought it already.
Oh,
That's
okay. She may be safe then.
yeah. And I use this because she likes earth tones. So what is this yarn? Shamira? It's mandala.
I'm about to say, that sounds like a mandala name.
Mm-hmm.
Chimera. Or
Chimera.
chimera. Yeah, chai or chi. In Spanish,
Mhm.
quimera. So
Okay.
maybe it's
But
chimera.
it's
Chimera.
pretty.
Yes, I have a lot of those. I
And I
bought a
just
bunch.
happened to because I was, of course, I like bright colors. I'm not a real earthy tone kind of chick. I like me some bright colors. Matter of fact, I got on an earth tone top, earth tone
Mm-hmm.
dress, which is anywho. So then she's like, she likes earth tones. So I pulled this out. I said, "You like this?" She's like, "Oh yeah." So when I started doing it, I was like, "Oh, I'm liking this." So now I'm gonna just make her a tie, and she can put it wherever she wanted to go.
You say she could put it wherever she wants.
Yep. And
Yeah,
tomorrow,
I like that. Man, whenever it comes on sale, sometimes I think I saw they were $3 a
three
skein one
ninety nine.
time.
I always catch them at
At
Joann's at three
Yeah,
ninety
at
nine.
Joann's, I think it was. Boy, that color, I liked Warlock. There was a bunch of Phoenix,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Yep.
just bought them up. I said, I'm gonna use them for something. And if it could
Yep.
look, if they work on that Centro,
Yeah.
I'm about to have some
I
hats.
now I've actually used the baby yarn in the Centro, and it works up really, really nice.
Okay.
That Lion Brand baby yarn. What is it? Lion Brand?
Now I
What is it?
saw Centros
Ice
of different
cream.
sizes.
Ice cream.
I saw Centros of different sizes. They have like I got the 48. They have the 40.
You want the 48. You can
Okay, that's what I
always
got.
downsize on a item, but you can't upsize if you only have 40 needles.
Yeah, because I saw people making child hats and stuff on a 20. I think it was a 20 some people had, but then there was a lot of complaints I saw.
You
They
can you can still make a child hat on the 40. You just use less rows.
Rose, okay.
Yeah, you can still do a child hat on it.
Yeah.
Because on average, an average hat, if I'm not mistaken, is 130 rounds,
Rounds.
rounds, whatever. And so I would figure if you want to do a child, but you watch the videos. There's
Yeah, because I was wondering. I said, I'll see how this Central works out. If it works out good, I'll order the ones of the different size so I can make some child hats or baby hats, the baby hats.
I use my Centro to make a baby hat because when I'm telling you when I got the Centro because they give you little balls of yarn
Hmm.
and I actually made a little baby hat and I put it out there on my I don't know where it is now but I had it sitting out there on my entry table and it was a little tiny little hat.
On this Central.
If I'm not wait a minute let me think
Okay, because
I'm trying to think I mean, it had to have been that because I remember that yarn. I could be wrong. Don't just look for it. But I remember making a little tiny hat, and for some reason I thought it was the Centro. I could be wrong.
and I could, when I think about it, I could whip up a baby hat crocheting real quick. So I
Mm-hmm.
need to stop. I'll just keep what I got because yeah,
Didn't put yards on the label. Really? I always thought I saw yards
I did too.
because I if but I to me it had to have had yards because that's all I do. I don't do the weights. I do
No.
the weights as far as 4 weight, 3 weight, 2 weight, that kind of weight. But I've always done it based on yards.
Yeah, I never remember. And I was crocheting back when I was 8 years old. We would go to the yarn mart. It was called the yarn mart back in the 70s. And I just remember yards. But then I'm not going to lie. I would look and say, Mom, I need two of these, three of that. And I just knew by sight how many I would need. I
Mhm.
never even looked, too much of that.
Walking feature did. Yeah. I always say if you want to get sick, be around children.
When I taught elementary school, that was the worst
Mm.
year of my life. I was sick all the time
When I
until
worked
until a
pediatrics, I
teacher
was
told
like,
me. She
I
told me.
was
She said,
so
"Get
happy.
you some Lysol spray." She said, "Spray as much as you want. Spray their little desk when they go out to recess. Spray their desk. And I had to start doing that, and I stopped getting sick.
Hmm. Yeah, you have to because they're just bugs. They're just little bugs. They're little carriers of everything
They
because
are,
their immune system hasn't built up and they get everything and they pass it right on. My
and
daughter
they
had
always
bronchitis so bad when she was in preschool. She was out for a week. They made, and I still have this poster. They made her this huge poster with all the little kids' names on it and little things all over. And I kept that. I said, but y'all children got my baby sick.
you kept it so you can remember who all got them sick.
Mhm. Little bug
When
carriers.
I taught first grade, it was. I mean, they were always snotty. They were always pulling on me, Miss Waring, they'd be on your
Mhm.
leg, and then you'd have to pick them up sometime because they were still
Mhm.
babies, basically. They still like 5, 6 years old, and
Yeah.
You
They
got to
are
pick them up
babies.
and baby them
They've
when
been
they.
taken from mama. Now they got to get to know this lady.
So you
She's
got to
second
pick them
mama.
up. If you want them to do if you want them to act right, you better pick them up and give them a little bit of hip
Yep.
action, because if
Yep.
not, they don't know you.
Thank you, Marshall. I appreciate that. My daughter is mad because I can't.
Oh no, she didn't. She said she trying not to junk up her place. She don't want to junk up her place with her stuff, with her own stuff.
Oh my goodness.
My mother sent some stuff to me. I'm 53, and my mama sent some stuff to me a week ago. She said, "Here, take all these old pictures." I
Oh,
was like,
Angela said her yard is for sewing projects. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's why because I learned how to sew before I learned how to crochet. Maybe that's why I know yards. My mom would buy something and then say, "You want this?"
"When you
Better.
coming to get it?"
See? My mom says, Gloria, because my dad has a green thumb. He's always growing something. She said, Gloria, you want some collard greens? I said, what do I have to do to them?
You said, "What I gotta do? Are they cooked?"
And
That's the
especially if she
question.
say, do you want fish? That's the first thing to come out of my mouth. No. First she says, do you want fish? I said, has it been cleaned yet? Because my daddy used to fish. And I was like, I tried to clean a fish one time. I was so grossed out. My sister had to come over and finish it. I was like, no, I'm not doing that again. I'm the wuss in the family when it comes to stuff like that. And it's like, but you're a nurse. I said, I don't dissect people.
You
Please.
saw what I said.
Andre Whitehead wraps I made with DK yarn came out perfect and it's not too wide. Yeah, I really think it's the yarn and how many rows you do. All that stuff matters. Oh, good night, Angela. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow too. Next year, all right. I showed some vintage yarn on one of my lives. There was no yardage. Oh, okay. Might have depended on the yarn. Probably. Because when I started, I started when I was 18. So we're talking 40, is that 42 years ago? Ooh, Chalamo.
Yep, I remember when Kmart used to sell. I used to be able
That's
to
where I
get
always got it
yarn.
from Kmart.
I used to be able to get yarn at grocery stores. I would go to Stater Brothers or whatever, and they just had a little section, just a tiny section, where you could get things to sew with, sewing thread, sewing, just that little section. And it had a little bit of yarn there and some crochet hooks and crochet needles. Not a lot, but now you ain't gonna find that at a grocery store.
Well, Aldi's has a yarn. That's the only one that I know. And of course, Walmart, because Walmart started off as a grocery store.
Yeah,
Now
Walmart.
I
Yeah,
won't
but
say it started off as a grocery store. It started off. I don't know what Walmart started as. Did it start
it
as
started. It
a
wasn't. I
everything
don't
store?
remember it being when I was young, really young in elementary. I don't remember it being a grocery store. It
I
may
don't
have
know.
had
I
dry
think
goods in it, but
Walmart was initially like Kmart, and I think
yeah, it
they
was.
added. But you know what? I take that. I think Walmart was a everything store because when I went to Germany, I remember going into their stores and you could buy everything in the stores. And I was like, that was the weirdest thing for me because coming from America, you went to the grocery store to buy groceries, you went to
Yes,
a clothing store to buy clothing.
yes,
It
yes.
wasn't intermingled. And then when Walmart came about, Walmart was like that. So when I went into a Walmart, it was no big to do. Now Walmart has their separate Walmart marketplaces,
Yeah.
which
Well,
are just for
when I first
groceries.
saw it in the 70s, Walmart was just a store, like you said, with clothes. You might be able to get canned goods and stuff, but nothing. And then later, when I was in high school, they came out with the Super Center. The Super Center had, like you said, the grocery store and then the everything else store. And that was the Super Center. And I was like, ooh, you guys got the Super Center in Texas?
So
We didn't.
we must have always had the super centers because that's all I knew was
Yeah,
everything
they
was
didn't come
there.
out with those super centers, I would say, until the early 80s that I remember. But in California, we didn't even have Walmart. They didn't come out to California until The first time
It's
they
because
came
y'all
out
too
in March,
liberal for them. Y'all too
girl,
liberal for them.
they should have never come here. They should have it changed. When they first came here in California, I worked there in the early 90s, and it was Sam's Club. They came as Sam's Club, not Walmart. They girl, they had us working selling Sam's Club memberships before the building was even built.
Wow.
They hired us before they came and showed us the property, the land, and they said, this is where you'll be working, and you're going to be selling memberships until we get the building built. We were like, and so they gave us places to go. We had to go to neighborhoods and sell Sam's Club memberships to people who were like, Sam, what is that? You know, people in California didn't know about that if they hadn't been in Texas. So it was hard going for us. Some
Have you
areas,
ever
as
heard the Walton story? Girl,
a long time ago I did, but I
girl.
probably don't remember it now because I quit working there. How long I've been teaching? Ooh, it's been over 30 years since I worked.
Remember that joke that Chris Rock said? He says, there's a difference between rich and wealthy. He said the person that made the red crayon, they're wealthy. And the Waltons, they're wealthy. They will have generational wealth until the earth is gone.
His granddaughter, who was sweet as pie, came out, and she was in her early 20s. She came out and she helped open the store and do everything. Like I said, sweet as pie.
Mm-hmm.
And when they came out, girl, they paid us good because I guess they thought California, we got to pay them a lot. Girl, we was getting paid good. We got time and a half on Sundays.
I bet you it
Automatic.
ain't like that now because they are
No,
the
it's not.
the most hated employer, I think, of all. Because
And
they
you know
don't treat their
why?
employees
Because
well.
they did not stick to their own philosophies. They did
Mm-hmm.
not. They came here. Cashiers got paid a lot more money because we had to deal with a lot of more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the floor people and all that. Um, let's see. Walmart wasn't here yet. When Costco got built down the street from us, they started looking at Costco and sending in secret shoppers, seeing what they were doing, and all of a sudden, we stopped getting a raise every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
We used to get a raise every 6 months, and it was a nice raise, I do recall, because when I left there, I was making decent, great money, and they stopped paying us time and a half on Sundays. Why? Because Costco workers weren't getting time and a half on Sundays.
But you
Um,
know, you I don't know what Costco's, but Costco has, I think, has the least amount of turnover than most companies. Because the Costco that I go to, I've been going to this Costco for probably 30 years. And
mhm.
I know for a fact there are two people that work there that I've seen there almost since I've been going there. And one guy, I saw him, and I'll tell my friend all the time, he was the first one that I saw with locks, and his locks were beautiful. His locks are so long now. And he's still there on that cash register
Well, you
because
know what?
Costco
You're
paid their
right.
people like 18, $20.
I'm telling you, you're right. You know why I know you're right? Because before I left, I graduated college, and then I left because they were saying, "Oh, you graduated college? Do you want to get into the managerial program and this and that?" I said, "No, because you guys move managers around like it ain't nothing." And they said, "Yeah, but we'll find a house for you, and we move you. We send our Sam's Club 18-wheeler, and then we move you." And I said, "I don't want to be bouncing from state to state to state trying to have a family. Your
Mm,
kids can never grow roots anywhere. I don't want that."
might
And
as well
so
be
they
in the
were
military.
basically getting mad at me. And girl, guess what they did? They took me from cashier to the hot dog cart. But you know what I said? Bring it on, because guess what? All I'm doing is serving up hot dogs, and here's your hot dog, mustard, relish, all that's over there. People didn't complain to me. It was three girls. One did the morning shift, one did the middle shift, I did the closing shift. We knew our schedules. Nothing ever changed. I was happy. I was serving up them hot dogs, and I said, "Oh, you can't take my joy. Here, have a hot dog." Girl, I got out earlier. The hot dog stand closed 2 hours earlier than the store. I'm
You
still
ain't have
getting
to you ain't have to worry about being nobody's boss complaining and them not
uh-uh.
showing up and you trying to find
Nope.
somebody to cover them. Can't
You
keep
know
all
what?
that.
I got out early and I still got my cashier pay because they couldn't
Mm.
lower my pay. So
Mm.
basically, you paying me the same rate to serve a
Mhm.
hot dog. Thank you
Mhm.
very much. You did not hurt my feelings. So then they
Mm-mm.
said, after a couple months, they tried to bring me back. I said, do I have to? I was happy over there. Nobody said, how come you don't sell this kind of milk anymore? How come you don't have bread stocked? I just said, they said, you don't have any ketchup. I said, here you go. Threw them a couple of packs of ketchup
Keep
until
it
I
going.
filled up. I was happy. I was carefree. Hot dog girl.
That's right. EJ said the Central comes in two sizes. Make sure you get the 48 needles is larger than the Addy. Yeah, because the Addy is 40 something. I know it's less than Addy. That's why I noticed the hats when I did the hats on the Addy using um OVW's pattern, the
Mm-hmm.
hat was smaller. So I had to get a different mannequin because it wouldn't fit um Bonita up there. It was too tight on her head. So I said the next time I do it, I'm doing it on my Central because I know it's got 48 needles.
Yeah.
40 stitches, made a hat, realized I had the wrong machine, sent back and got the 48. Girl, yeah, gotta pay attention. I take airborne when I go out. Oh, do you? I
Mm-hmm.
hate taking medicine altogether. So 190. What's 190?
There you go again, VJ. Now you know that was probably a conversation
Oh,
from
that
five
was
minutes
19.
ago.
Oh, she said 1970.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
1970. I'm about to say, girl.
I have all three, 48, 40, 22. I don't even know any. I have all three of the Addies because it came as a full set. I got it off of eBay years ago.
Okay, Mama J, do you like them all? Do you like the 40 and the 22 pin? Because I'm curious.
Oh
If you
yeah,
like,
this is Gabriella Grace. She's called Gigi Cole. Hey
oh,
Melanie, how are
hey
you tonight?
Melanie with the IE.
DJ can't wait. Gloria 2020.
Oh, she can't wait till next year.
Girl, I'm just praying it's a good one. Just
I'm praying.
praying for a
I'm
good
praying everybody starts listening and do what they got to do so we can get over this.
girl.
Stop inventing new things.
Yep,
Every time you turn around, it's a new thing.
that is the preamble. Mutation,
VJ
mutation,
said
mutation, mutation.
VJ said to tell you that you gotta keep up. Oh, we got a troll.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that
That
is.
looks like Russian. That's a Russian
Mhm.
name.
What do I have to keep up with?
Because when she was putting certain things and we were saying, I said that's 5 minutes ago, that conversation. And she putting down 1970 or something like that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm slow. I'm slow. I'm moving slow. Listen, that's because I was all caught up in this conversation. It's all good. It's all good. But I
Yeah,
definitely
I'll be giving that Mandela watercolors and that baby that turquoise. I'll put that in a giveaway because I know I'm not gonna use it and I don't need to be just storing yarn that I got enough yarn
Uh-huh. That's why I'm
all
not.
over.
I see all the people tag me on YouTube for giveaways and stuff. I don't not YouTube on Instagram, but I
Yeah.
don't
If
go
it's
and enter
yarn,
them.
I don't enter it because I have too much yarn. I need to start giving away some yarn.
Thank you, EJ. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
was trying to do. Somebody sent me a comment. You have to pay for a giveaway. I didn't even
You
coming
don't
back.
have to.
I gave her a thumbs up.
That's what you say. No, you don't have to because
Mm-mm.
you
Enter.
don't have to enter it.
And from the get go, I say, hey, pay $10 for shipping. It's yours because considering the price of those yarns is more than $10.
Yeah.
But anywho, I didn't care. I said, whatever didn't leave here, it'll become something of this in 2022. It will be
Hey,
something.
I'm gonna start taking my yarn and putting it on that central and seeing if it works, and I'm gonna be cranking. cranking. I was like, ooh, man, I could be cranking some hats and, you know.
Mama J always said, I love my Centro. I've had them for 2 years and they have paid for themselves. I want to get the Addy one day. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure mine has paid because I've sold some hats that I've made off of it. So, and it was only $50 when I bought it. So yeah, it's been paid for.
Your Addy?
When I bought it, not the Addy. No, the Centro.
The Centro. Okay.
Yeah, the Centro is 50. The Addy. See, the Addy, I bought it from eBay, but I think I bought it from a foreigner. So I don't know what the exchange rate ended up being because it was been so long ago.
They're expensive, the Addies.
But I'm thinking, I'm guessing it was under $300 for the 3 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna make a decision, the Addy or the Centro, but when I saw the price of the Addy, that made my decision to go on back to that Centro.
Yeah, because that, and of course the Addy has changed because mine, I mean, I see some of them that have digital counters and stuff. Mine isn't digital. I have to wind that little thing and get back to 0. But you know, they have some upgrades to them, but I'm good with the Centro. Yeah. I like the Centro better for me because I like the. I'm going to tell you one of the things. Excuse me, y'all. My old fat butt. Uh-oh. See the Centro, I mean the Addy, this wheel here, I usually do like that because it's hard to just do like that.
Yeah.
And then with my Centro, where is it? It sticks out. Let me see, this way. And so it's a lot easier to do that for me. And I like that it has this little tension thing here. You put your yarn into the little tension thing and it holds the tension better. And this has this Addy one, and I don't know if they've changed because as I say, I've had this for years, but it only has that little, where am I? It only has that little, oh, I'm going the wrong way. Just that, there's the, where you stick yarn in, turn it up so you can see what I'm talking about. So you feed the yarn into this part here, and then you close it, and then it just feeds through there. But there's no other thing to attach it to, so you have to hold that yarn so you keep your tension. And I still hold the yarn with that, but what I do, because it has 3 holes, so it has it for like a different size of yarn, and I always put mine in the smaller size because then you get better tension. But that's why I like the Centro better than I like the Addy.
Okay.
But and plus the Addy has less needles than the Centro too. But it all works.
For the price that I bought the Centro, I think it comes up to $65. I got a lot of little, I got the suction thing for the feed. I got all kind of little stuff with it that's coming. Yeah. So
it gives you the hook to take it off. It gives you the plastic yarn needle. It gives you a little screwdriver too, and a booklet.
And it's from Amazon. And I usually, if I have a problem with anything Amazon, I send it back with no problem. So I know. Yeah. And one thing I did say that kind of scared me. Now Amazon need to stop this. Somebody put on there, if you get one that says Santro, Santro, send it back right away because it's not going to work right. It's a copycat, whatever company. But I looked and I said, you know what? I started looking carefully at the different ads on Amazon, and I did see it. And they have the machine turned a bit so you can't quite see that E is an A. And then I've seen it where it'll say Centro, but as you look through and look at the pictures, it says Centro. So the first picture says Centro, then the rest say, I was like, see, you know what? Amazon need to be held responsible for that, selling people that switch and bait.
I love my giveaway I got from you. We'll be trying that vinyl this weekend. Oh, okay, cool. When I went into Walmart today, I said, well, I'm gonna just take a little stroll, see if they got anything. Because I really want that infusible ink, because I'm wondering if she used infusible ink on, for some reason I think this is infusible ink, but this for the Cricut,
Mm-hmm.
they have the infusible ink, so you don't, when you touch it, you don't feel that with the vinyl you can feel
Oh.
the difference in the thing, but the infusible ink, this is like the best, but it's not cheap. And
Oh.
it pretty much comes in the whatever color. You can get it in like leopards and other things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to try it because it was so cool when I went to the conference and they were doing it, putting it on the bags and stuff. I was like, oh, this is the best. Why
Mm-hmm.
did it take y'all so long to think of this? But they
Uh-uh.
did. I don't know
Uh-oh.
that. I necessarily think Addie would give us a break since they are selling. No, they're not. Please,
Well,
please.
because Marshall said the Addy didn't get expensive until Crystal
Crystal.
from
Yeah,
back
that's
in
what
the day
everybody
showed
said.
it, and then their prices doubled.
Oh, so Mama J Way say she got the Centro and it works just as good as the Centro. Mm.
Oh,
Hey,
because
Nana
everybody
Hands,
else
how
was
are
saying
you
send it back.
tonight? Thank you for joining me. Good evening to you and everyone in the chat. Hope you did a thumbs up. I have the 48 pin, one Centro and a Centro. I didn't
Uh-oh.
even know they had a Centro.
Yeah, because people were putting in the Amazon thing, send it back immediately.
So I wonder, who makes the Centro?
It's just a knockoff brand. I start when I put in knitting machine, I
Hmm.
saw a bunch of knockoff brands, a bunch of them.
That is so interesting. Listen, as I always say, if it can be remade, somebody's out there trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
Somebody gonna get your money one way or the other.
Oh yeah.
That is crazy though. I would have never known. And I'm trying to remember why I even I probably got the Centro because I was looking at the Addies and I was like, I'm not paying that kind of money. And it probably popped up and I saw it. And I remember, I just remember it being pink. So
Mm.
somebody else has one. Is it Loops and Threads that has one? A yarn company has one, but I can't remember the name of it.
Mm.
I don't know anything about it. And actually, I don't even hear anybody say anything about it. But I know there's another one that a yarn company has, but I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, see, I got this new computer, and I'm like, what is that sound? Sound like a tiny airplane trying to take off. It's my computer.
It's cooling itself.
It is. It's the fans. I saw you. I
Mhm.
went. I always listen to the YouTube reviews on it, and it's got vents and different.
Mama J
Yeah,
Way said they're all made in China. It's the same.
it's the
It
same machine.
is with a
Yeah,
different name. It is so
probably is.
same thing. You always get a thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Nana Hands. Yeah, that's the thing. All this stuff is made. We know it. Well, except
Hmm.
for Addie. We know Addie is a German-made machine.
Oh, it is. Okay, didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Because even when I
Look,
got
Is it German made with Chinese parts?
everything on here is in German.
Oh, okay.
It has Geradenstricken, and then it says plain knitting, and then it says Rundenstricken, and that's circular knitting.
That's right, Marshall. I did see that Loops and Threads has a knitting machine. I did see that somewhere. It popped up when I put in knitting machine in Google. Loops and Threads has one.
Yeah, I just don't remember the name of it. Okay, yeah, yeah, I don't remember, and I don't know why. Somebody said it before, but I just don't remember what it is because obviously
Everybody's coming out with one.
Yeah, but Addie is like, as they all say, oh, that's like the Cadillac. Well, actually, since it's German, that's like the Mercedes.
Uh-uh.
As Michael has a machine loose and threads, everyone I know has returned. Really? Also, is Loops
Oh,
and Threads?
wow.
Oh, Loops and Threads is Michael's. That's their brand of yarn.
I think it is because isn't Impeccable Joanne's?
Impeccable is at Michael. Oh,
Oh,
oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because I don't buy Impeccable very often, and I actually don't remember where I got it from.
Oh gosh.
It might be Joe. Let me see. Is this impeccable? I have not a clue. It won't have Michael's or Joanne's on it anyway. Let me see. Is this impeccable? Yeah, this is
So
impeccable yarn.
yeah,
Looks
EJ
very
said that Michael's is Impeckables
okay.
and Big Twist is Joanne's.
Yeah, I know Big Twist is Joanne because I buy that when I do my grafts. That's what I buy to use for that. Cha cha cha.
Look, and
So
what is
many
it?
things.
And Mainstay is Walmart's brand.
Yep. And they have come up because when they first came out, woo, they had some horrible. That
It
mainstay
was
was
it was
horrible.
rough. It was really rough.
When they moved it from China to Turkey,
Turkey.
made a world of difference.
So was Craft Smart from Michael's Craft Smart, their brand
Mm-hmm.
Craft Smart. It was rough. It was rough too.
Mm, they learn. They
It was
learn.
good. It was good for amigurumi though, because if you wanted it to be stiff,
Mm-hmm.
it was good for that. It was
Yeah.
good.
You see, that's the thing with Red Heart Super Saver. It depends on the color. It depends on
It
how it
does.
feels and what it does. It
It
really
does.
depends on the color, which I don't get, but
I think it has, because I noticed the darker colors for Red Heart, it's harder, it's harsher. So it's something about those darker colors
the way they
that
dye
it's
it.
rougher. The lighter color of the yarn,
Mm-hmm.
the softer it is.
Yep. It's the way they dye it. And whatever dye
Mhm.
they're using. Saying hi to myself. They say yarn is nice. It's nice now. That's more than Michael. It
Yeah,
wasn't nice before.
it's something about the way they do yarn in Turkey, because doesn't ice yarn come from Turkey?
Let me see.
I thought ice yarn came from Turkey or somewhere.
Mm,
I thought it was from Turkey for a while.
the best yarn from Turkey. Yeah, this says made in Turkey. Yep.
Hmm.
It's on this label.
So
Um, what's that company that Crystal used to
is it Hobie or Hobby
Ho-
or?
Hobium yarn because they had closed and then I think they opened back up. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
they're
true.
still I don't know if they're still open or not.
Yeah, I
But
heard they opened back up.
I always wanted to get some of their yarn, but I just didn't. First of all, I didn't want to pay almost $200 just to get free shipping. That I was like, because
Yeah.
I buy a little bit of yarn, not a whole lot of
You said
yarn,
about a little
a
bit.
little bit of yarn. Come on.
You would
See, I
have to
always
be
say
trying to sell it
I'm
if
not
you
like
paid that
Crystal. I
much.
don't have 5 or 6 rooms to put yarn in to bring out
Yeah.
and do giveaways. No, mm-mm.
And you got to
This
be
is
trying
it
to sell
right
it if
here.
you buy that much.
That's it.
I wish that's all I had. That's why I said I get this central and I can crank these hats out. Man, I'll be cranking some hats out with all this yarn.
Melanie says she's
Yep.
still practicing
Tomorrow.
knitting. I will learn. I will get this sock knitted with the 3.25 needles. I may only make one. I feel you. And I tried to do a sock. I watched this lady make a sock using 4 medium weight yarn. And you know, the ladies from the other countries can use that 4 medium weight yarn like it's two. And
Yeah.
you end up with a small item. Mine was like a Christmas sock. Uh, that you
You had a
stocking.
stocking,
It was like a
Christmas
Christmas
stocking.
stocking, yes. And I said, okay, I'm done with that.
He said that's the end of that experience.
Hmm. The dye like red frosting is bitter. Oh, it's so true. That's true. Because I don't mess with red frosting.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I buy Big Twist a lot.
Yeah.
Hi, Iris.
There's, what is it? Big Twist has a nice doll skin tone color. I think it's called camel. For Big
Yeah.
Twist, it's a pretty color for doll skin tone, camel.
Let me see. I don't think that's. Where's my camel? Ah, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a pretty skin tone color.
Yep.
I like that.
I like it. It's nice and soft. So don't be loose with your stitches with this.
You got to use a smaller needle. Don't use an F if you're going to make a doll with that. You need to use a
Oh,
D
I'm
or
gonna
an
take this
E.
out because I want to make this little cute doll tonight.
Ah,
I'm gonna keep her out.
uh-uh.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna make,
use
they're
a
just tiny ones. They're like 5 inches. They look, I saw this lady do, and what I liked about it is from the bottom up. You just keep crocheting.
that's me. I start with
Only
the
thing you have
feet.
to do is make the little legs separate. I didn't make ears for her either, even though she has a ear pattern.
Told
I
you.
didn't put ears on. I said she got
Told
enough
you.
ear. She
Thank
got
you.
enough ear.
Told you. You can put those little earrings right at the hairline, and it's
Mm-hmm.
an implied ear.
Mm-hmm.
People think they
Mm-hmm.
see an ear. See?
Mm-hmm.
Told you.
I said, that's just a waste of energy.
It really is. I'm telling you, nobody cares. It's a doll.
Because I
She's cute
think
without the ears.
I'm gonna make her some, because I want to make another, I want to make one, and I'm gonna make her. And another thing I noticed, her dress pattern, I said, I think this dress pattern is made to put on her before you put the head on. Because there ain't no way the devil's gonna get over this big head.
You put it from the bottom up. That's how I put my dolls' dresses on. I don't put it over their head. I
I
put
see.
it from the bottom up.
I'm thinking about the doll like I dress myself.
No,
I
I
don't.
always do my doll dresses from the bottom up. And then
Mm.
you squeeze
Then you
one little
put their
arm
arms
in,
in.
squeeze the other little arm in, and
Ah.
put it up. Just make sure you put I put my finger over that little Velcro if it's a Velcro closing, so it doesn't stick to your yarn because you
No,
know
no,
it
no.
has.
I'm talking about the yarn pattern that she made for the doll. She has an actual yarn pattern for the doll, and it's really
Oh,
cute. And I'm
okay.
gonna make it now that you see it go from the bottom. Look, I'm gonna make
Yes,
it now.
from the bottom up. That's how you put them on.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Yeah,
it
we never
because
go from the head down. I think that one pattern, which I'm gonna change if I do finally, if I ever finish it, that one doll tutorial we did with Aniqua, the only thing I didn't like is that the sweater of the doll cannot come off.
mm,
When you make the sweater, you better make sure
the
you
one with
haven't attached the head
the puff sleeves.
of that little fall pattern doll that we did with Aniqua, the one we bought
Uh-huh.
the tutorial. You can't take that sweater off. So what she
Mm,
did was she had the doll body, the head isn't on there. She makes the sweater, then she puts it on, and then she attaches the head because the hole, whatever for the head is small, and you
mm-hmm.
can't even go from the bottom up because that the what am I trying to
And
say?
what?
The opening is
Yeah.
small.
And what did she use to make her head stay up? I
She
didn't
used the
even.
doll. She uses the stick. She's the one that told me to use.
Is it the little? How thick is the thing?
I have to look at the pattern because hers may have been a quarter of an inch or a half an inch. Because see, you could go to like Home Depot and they have these dowels,
See, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna go
and
buy a long stick and tell them to cut them in
I'm
6 inches.
about to say, and they'll cut them however you like.
Hmm. That's what I'm gonna do because I said they
And,
cost probably $2 or $3, and I could probably get good 10, 15, 20 out of that. That's what I'm
Hang
gonna
on,
do. Me and
I
Mr.
gotta
Home
answer
Depot
this
gonna
phone
be
real quick.
friends. Okay.
Hello.
Have you ever
Hey,
knitted two socks at once? Two socks at once? What? How you knit two socks? I'm leaving knitting alone. Oh, you
okay.
like big twist? Yeah, I do too. I only start with the dishcloth. Socks are hard. Oh, hey, did y'all hear about all the bad weather and tornadoes predicted on Friday, Saturday? I feel so bad for Kentucky. Oh, they're getting it again? Oh no. I haven't watched the news in a minute. Oh my goodness. Now I'm gonna have to go watch the news. I didn't hear about that. That's terrible. Oh man, they got hit. They got hit so hard. Just like the year that Florida had 3 back-to-back hurricanes. I got a bunch for Christmas. It's really soft and was on sale. Yeah, that's what I always look for when it goes on sale. That's what you always want to look for. I'm a tight crocheter, so it's hard with knitting to start learning. Oh, mm. Is that Gigi that's all excited about the doll? Yes, it's me, all excited about a doll. Uh, see, I can do the doll more than I can do them little amigurumis because although I still want to do Stitch. Stitch is my, like this is starting to bug me, taking this out. It's turning too much. Ouch. Am I taking it out the right way? No, that way. Ooh, that hurts. Um, and I still have my stitch pattern, so ooh, maybe I'll work on stitch this week too, because I still want to do stitch. I got to make sure I have the right colors though, because if they're not the right colors, it's a hot mess then. And I'm gonna work on learning how to do those Funko Pops. Is it Funko? Yeah, Funko Pop. Yeah, I want to learn how to do those too. So my week is already shot. Good thing I don't have much to do. I should be able to whip out at least one more doll. I'm gonna work on me and that what do you call that thing? That hot glue gun. Ooh, child. That hot glue gun was a mess. Gigi, do you have a tutorial for those earrings? No, I watched a few tutorials until I got it the way I wanted it to be. But it's real when you because I bought the earring wire thing from Michaels because I had planned to do a lot of them. But I think the thread that I used, of course, the wire itself is a little heavy. And then when you add the thread to it, that adds a little bit more weight. But I think I did 40 single crochets around, and then I did, I think, half double crochet, skip one half double crochets around. Uh, no, I didn't. No, I think I did. Okay, looks like, is that, yeah, those are skip spaces. Okay, yeah. And then the third round I did, are those doubles or halves? I think those are doubles, but it's double, skip, double, skip, double, skip. And I don't know. But anywho, I looked at several crochet tutorials, and that's the bad thing. Like I said, I would do something and then I would forget to write it down so I can replicate it. That's the problem. I didn't write it down. But I know Claudette Crochet, she was one of them, the ones that I watched. And then I watched a lady, one of the African ladies, but I can't remember who it was. I watched one of her videos, and I probably watched somebody else and tried to get an idea of what they did. Like with Claudette Crochet, she didn't put anything to stop it from moving. At least I don't recall. But I put hot glue at the end so that they wouldn't move because that's what I'm not even showing. But I hot glued at the base of them so that they wouldn't move. They'd stay in place. But I think they're just like doubles, halves. I mean, single crochet around and half double crochets and double crochets because you're going it brings it in as you go around, something like that. Don't have me try to guess. I forgot. I hate things of any kind that steal our soul. Overdosing, suicide, murder, it's all awful. God help us all. I love y'all. Okay, Melanie, I'm right there with you. In North Carolina, we have Save the Bees license plates. Oh, do you? Yeah, we need to save those bees. I remember when my ex-husband and I first moved here, and we have little get-togethers outside. The bees would go if you have like some of the lawn chairs would have like openings in them, and the bees would just go into that, and you move the chair, and then they all fly out after you. So, and now, and I had intentions of planting. Maybe that's what I'll look for, a sunflower, because they love sunflowers. Maybe I'll look for a sunflower and plant them around the yard. Although I don't want bees coming and bite me, but I do want some bees. But I couldn't even tell you the last time I saw a bee. It's been just that long. That's so sad though. We need bees. Bees are very important. They need to pollinate things so we can keep growing stuff. But they're not around. Yep, I'm gonna make that little doll tonight because she's so little. Put some little eyes on her. See, my dolls have to have at least a face. A lot of these doll makers I see, they make just they just put eyes on them, and like she put eyelashes on hers. Did she put a nose on that doll? I can't even remember. But some of them just put eyes on them. That's not a face to me. I need some eyes, some nose, and lips. Eyelashes, to me, eyelashes are not that important, but I put them on there because I wanted to play around with it. But I'm terrible with the glue gun. That's for sure. The hot glue gun and me are not friends,
You say
but
the
we
hot
are
glue gun,
friends,
the hot glue gun and you are what?
not friends.
Really?
Because you know
Why?
that, because that string, you got to know how to twirl it so the string don't come all the way around and land on your doll. Then you got to try to figure out how to get it off.
I
You're
don't know.
probably
What's
better with it.
because I'm like, maybe your gun is not getting hot enough because it should be so hot that you could put a little dot and that's it, like a little dot, and there's no.
Well, it's hot enough for me. It's hot on my finger. But see, I know when you do it, you got to twirl it to get so that that string doesn't come.
Uh-huh.
And you got to have, yes, got to have a face. Yeah, I want a face because the face is what gives it the personality. It says,
Uh-huh.
"Look at me, look at me." But I enjoyed making her, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I think I was so frustrated with oh, what's her name? Aniqua?
I just
Mm,
Aniqua.
yeah, yeah. Because, like I said, Yolanda, her instructions are very good. I think the only problem I didn't have was I wasn't paying attention to the stuffing part of it. I was like, "Oh, she didn't say stuff it." So of course I didn't stuff it until it was long made.
You're like, whatever you say, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, we're traveling to the next room because my husband is going to shampoo the carpets.
Good husband, good husband. Shampoo
Look
those
at,
carpets.
we have a leak. Something about by the fireplace or something.
Hmm.
And he's a neat freak, so he said, I'm gonna start shampooing this right now because if it starts smelling moldy, he don't play. So
Mm-mm. Tell him send his brother my way, but he can't be the slob brother. He got to be the neat brother because
he's
I can be
neat
a
too.
slob by myself.
Oh, he's neat too. Mm-hmm.
These are all around my house, and we plant flowers that attract them even more in all different kinds of You know, my I don't know. Oh, it was a magazine I used to get. I don't remember the magazine, but they actually had paper sheets of papers in there that you can put it into water, and it would a flower would grow out of it, and you could plant it.
What?
This is way back years ago when there was a bee issue, and that was one of the things. And I tried to do it, but I don't think my flowers ever grew. But you know, the most fascinating thing of my most fascinating flower in my yard is my poinsettia.
Wow.
Every year I would buy them. And my mom, or I don't know if my mom or my dad, one of them told me, he says, you need to plant it in a place where it gets sunlight, but it's a dark place at night.
Hmm.
And that way it'll turn red during Christmas time. Sure enough, this one poinsettia that I only have two left because I always bought six. And when that man came and stole my last one, I said, forget it. I'm not buying them anymore. So I don't buy them anymore because I was so ticked off. I said, I'm not giving. I said, he could have gone to the store and bought his own $4 poinsettia. Why you have to
Yeah.
steal mine? But I looked out the window. I said, oh my goodness, my poinsettia is red. It's Christmas. It's red. I hadn't even paid any attention to it. But then all the rest of the year, it's green. But I think that is the most fascinating plant I have in my yard because it
One
does what it's supposed to do.
I saw on Mindful Crafts, she has an arrow garden, and I'd heard about them before, but she grew some lettuce. Now I want an arrow garden. I saw that on her short. Oh, that looked like some good crispy lettuce. I said, "Ooh." Now I
Is it
want an
the
arrow
is it
garden.
that little case thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
but
seen those.
it grew so big and large. It's grown out of it, and I said, "Ooh, now I want a damn arrow garden. I need to stop looking at people's shorts because
Yes, yes, you get caught up. You will get caught
I will
up.
get caught up, and then I'll get an arrow garden, and it'll be sitting up here looking at me like, when you gonna open the box?"
Ah, stop looking at me. I'm pretty. Now it's time to do something with me.
Yeah, but I saw that. I said, "Ooh, I need an arrow garden. That's what I need." And I said, "Let me stop.
Mm-mm.
Let me
Don't
cut it
need it.
out."
Don't need
Hmm.
it. All right, y'all. It's time for me to get back to my mask and my doll. What's today? Thursday. Oh, there's a football game on.
Uh-oh.
Perfect. 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 It's probably they're warming up right now. Right now they're warming up.
Football.
All right. Gotta have me some football in my life, girl. After the
Girl,
Super
football.
Bowl, what is it, February 14th? No, 13th. I'm taking the 14th off so I can rest. I'm hoping that I'll either go to a party or somebody will come over here and watch it. If not, don't matter because I'm
Get
gonna
your
eat and drink and
Well,
be
I'll just
merry.
make sure there's snacks available at our house. That's it.
Unless Tampa Bay Buccaneers go. If they go, I'm not watching it.
Or if this pandemic shuts it down.
Oh, the only people come to my house are people I know have had
No, I'm talking about
their
they
shot.
won't have it because of the.
Oh, they'll if they have enough players, they will. Oh, yes, they will.
Look at you, just as serious as they're talking about. Oh, yes, they
Oh,
will.
yes, they will. They're gonna find some players that's healthy enough to come and play that Super Bowl. You
Look
know how
at
much
you.
money they make off of that Super Bowl? California gonna be happy to have all these infected people coming there.
You said them infected people. Don't bring all those people here, okay?
Because
Please.
you have enough
We,
of your own.
thank you. We do not need Texas version of the C word, Tennessee, Iowa, all these people. We don't need the version from all over.
And
We
guess
don't
what?
need it.
Guess what? I didn't even realize it until somebody said it on one of the shows that I watch. It's like, where is the governor of Florida? I was like, child, thank y'all. I just realized I haven't
Yeah,
seen it pop up talking about Governor Santa said hell in a news conference, I was like, what? I just realized I haven't seen any of that. Didn't
they're
even pay
telling my
attention.
they're telling my son, and they keep sending things. They want, basically, whether you're vaccinated or not, they do want you to have your child COVID tested before they come back to school. You can go to the school district, the whole family, everybody. They're like, come one, come all, come get tested
Good,
before you. We
good.
want you to get
Right.
tested, but
It's called for bee flower carpet. Oh, I've seen that flower carpet before. Butterflies and lay it down and spray. Yeah, I've seen that before. But can you buy it at the store? Or do you have to buy it online?
bees and butterflies.
Because when my lawn man comes on, I'm assuming he comes Saturday. Uh, I say, you need to put this out. He'll give me the cross-eyed side. I like, really? He always
Uh-uh.
tells me, stop planting stuff. You don't like snakes and lizards. Stop planting stuff. I said, I don't have to go outside.
You said I don't have to go outside. He wants you to stop planning because that's more that he has to do.
Exactly.
That's what he
He can put it.
means.
He can put it right out there, up against the fence, and all. Because my neighbors behind me, they got a doggone jungle growing over there. I don't even
Mm.
know what all that crap is they got growing, but it's bending my fence forward.
Oh, hell
And
no.
these all these estimates that I'm getting, I'm just discouraged. The first estimate I got was $7,000. I was like, no, thank you.
Dang, that's a small used car.
I was like, no,
That's a
no,
good
no.
Lord. That's uh-uh.
It says, Melanie, when you get tired of looking at it, it's in my house.
Look, now send what? I'm lost. What's she talking about?
The your flower thing, the
Oh, my
lettuce
arrow
thing.
garden.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna put it in the giveaway. I want one, but if I look at the price and it's ridiculous, that will, just like the Addy,
hmm
that'll turn me off. I'll stop.
Marshall, thank you. I'm hoping not Tampa Bay playing, because if Tampa Bay playing, I'm not watching. Mm,
Yes, I
I'll
don't
tell
need
you,
them.
the their quarterback used to be New England's quarterback. And of course, New England ruled the division that my Dolphins are in. So, I never had any love for Tom Brady.
Uh-uh.
So one day, my friend and I, we were driving to the game, and I don't know what we were talking about, Tom Brady. I said, I want, because he's so arrogant to me. Him
Oh,
and Belichick are both arrogant to me, and they're probably not arrogant, but they feeling themselves because they the bosses of the NFL.
yeah.
So I said, I wonder when he was born because he's so cocky. Girl, I looked that man up. He was born on my birthday. I was like, no, this cannot be. It cannot be. So I can't get him out of my head for not forever.
Then
Every time
one
I
of
see him,
the football greats just passed away, Madden.
oh, John Madden. Look, my mom loved John Madden because John, just like they all say, he would explain football to those that did
Mm-hmm.
not understand football. And that's how she and I both learned enough about football to be able to watch it and enjoy it. All the
Wow.
plays, you knew what the penalties and all, because he was so good at it.
Now, see,
But
if it wasn't for my son buying I just got him the John Madden 2022 football game for his PS5. And
mhm.
I just know, I told my husband, I said, wow, what a person you must be that you can make money just off of your name. You were such a great coach.
But
They
this is the
name,
this is the kicker. John Madden retired from coaching at 42.
mm-hmm.
He was so good at the broadcasting thing.
I mean,
They
that's about
asked
money now.
him if they could use him. Initially, he didn't even want to do it. It's just like Michael Jordan. He
Mm-hmm.
saved Nike, but
Yes,
initially
he
he
did.
didn't want to do it. I was like, see,
I mean, his family is going to be making money off of his name, off of this, because every year they come out with a new
yes, because
Madden football.
I think they feature different players every year. I was like, and I've never seen a Madden. And it's to see where it started and where it is now is so more realistic
When
now.
my son is playing that game and I walk in the room, I can't tell whether it's real or not. And I'll say, "Oh, what game are you guys watching?" And my husband will say, "Mel's playing the game." I'm like,
It is so realistic now.
it's scary. It is
Mhm.
very scary. And I know with the basketball, they come up with storylines for the characters now.
Oh,
Oh yeah, they got storylines, and you have to go
mm,
through this and their family life and all this stuff now.
honey,
It's
yes.
it's it's
I
a
was
lot.
I was really because they just did John Madden's on NFL they have a football's life and they do
I
different
saw it,
people's stories
part of it.
and they just did his I think last year because I haven't watched them in a
I
long
saw
time.
one a couple days ago, and then
Mhm.
3 days later, he died on Tuesday. I told my husband, I said, "Wait a minute, wasn't it just Sunday?" Because I said, "Boy, that is a great father." Where the son said, "You're a Hall of Fame coach and a Hall of Fame father."
He had such the sweetest disposition. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
just and I only saw him through the television, but I
Mm-hmm.
never felt like when all this stuff happened with John Gruden, I always felt he was dirty. I always thought there was some
Yeah,
undertone about him that I just didn't like.
yeah.
But John Madden he had such a sweet disposition, and I was like, and it was unexpected. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah. I said,
unexpected.
"Wow, they just had this playing on TV about
Yep.
him."
Yep.
And now he's passed. I was like, wow, I'm glad they give him his flowers. And he on the show, he was sitting there watching a big screen of his sons and all these people saying how great. I said, I'm glad he got his flowers
Yeah.
because next thing you
Mhm.
know,
Yep.
not here.
Okay. Live life to the fullest. And as he said, he
Mm-hmm.
never worked a day in his life because he went from football to coaching to being a sports analyst, and now he's got his name what is it?
Infinity.
Infinity.
Yes. There's always
Infinity.
going to be a Madden football game. I mean, people
Yep.
are crazy about it.
Oh yeah. They
People,
wait for the new ones to come out.
yes, they do.
I
I
don't even
caught it
know
on
how they
sale,
talk.
30% off. Thank goodness.
Because I was like, I'm not into those video games. I bought the Wii 100 years ago. I don't even think they make Wii's anymore.
Well, if you
My
have it, you sitting on good money.
Yeah, my daughter still. She said, "Oh, now I can play my Wii," because her dad bought her a smart TV, and she's like, "Oh, now I can hook up my Wii." Now I said, "Go for it," because
Girl.
I like their little golf game. I like their little What's that? The thing on the water. What's that board?
Um,
The ski water board, whatever the heck it's called.
water skiing,
Yeah, and they have
boogie
one
board skiing.
they have a bicycle thing. You gotta be on the
Wow,
path. They got the bowling, girl. It's
I
fun.
like the bowling.
It's fun.
I like. We have now Nintendo Switch took over where the Wii left off. So we have the
Mm.
bowling, the tennis, the track, all this stuff, and the Nintendo Switch has this ring.
Hmm.
And so you're running, and you has a little thing that straps to your leg, girl, so it can tell if you're running.
Oh, see that we had the hand things that you had to
Yeah.
use. Yeah.
Well, it has the hand things too, but this
Mm.
ring is just an extra different game for your health. And like when you're
Oh.
running, you can shoot stuff by squeezing the ring in and out. It asks you your
Ah.
height, your age. I think just like the Wii. So
Yeah,
if
because
it's
that we scale, you have to get on it to weigh you and all that. So I ain't getting on that thing. No.
you said that's none of your damn business. You a
Mm-mm.
game.
You know too much already.
Yeah.
When
So
she made
I
my little what do you call that thing? Avatar.
yeah.
I cracked up when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, is that what I look like to you?
Girl, if you yeah, this Nintendo Switch, it's good. It's got all the games, the golf and all that. My little grandson loves it. He's 4. He comes over, he points at it. Immediately, he wants to play. He wants to do the baseball and the soccer.
Oh yeah, we did the baseball. I suck at baseball.
He sounds like a baseball. Yeah, he wants to do that and the bowling. He likes the bowling, but yeah, it's a good indoor game. It's good for your health, and but it wants to know a lot about you.
Oh yeah, they're too invasive for me. No, you don't
You
need to
said
know.
it to
I
face.
heard all 20. Ooh, all 28 hospitals and okay, 28 hospital in what part of Texas? Cause
But you
they
know
got
what? It's happening all over because there was
oh in Dallas. Ooh.
in the news, and that's sad because that's where my some of my family is. In the news, they're saying that this man was suing because they put off what type is a heart
Yeah,
operation or something. And they're scared because they're like, we don't know how much longer he has, but they can't do the operation because they don't have a bed for him. I feel like this, and if I offend some of y'all, I'm sorry. If you hadn't gotten the shot and you got it, you shouldn't be made to stay home. I mean, if I got the shot and I came down with it, I did everything I could to not have it. But if you went around not wanting to get in the shot and you got sick, and now people who have to have serious surgeries cannot have life-threatening surgeries because you were too proud or what have you to either stay your butt home or wrap a sheet around your head so you didn't infect people, whatever. Now you're holding up serious operations for people. People could die
there's a lot of
because
people
you
have died. A
yes,
lot of people have died. They have put off because if it's not an emergency, if you didn't get hit by a car or came in there and had a heart attack in front of them,
yes.
no,
They
it
won't
is.
even let me. I can't even go in and see a doctor face to face with my Kaiser. I can't. I have to
Mm,
everything is phone or virtual. They're like, "Well, do you mind doing face to face virtual? Can I come in and you look at me and
they're
I
trying to reduce as much as they can. And my doctors, when I saw the doctor, he's always got his N95 or 95 or whatever mask
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Everybody in the office, and it's not just, and they have a sign. I love this sign, and I just saw it today. I don't know if it was there the other day, but it says your mask has to be over your nose and your mouth. I was like, thank you. Because
Thank
that
you.
man, when I went to the post office today, he's sure enough back to having a mask over his mouth and not his nose. I was
A
like,
friend of mine is a nurse in a hospital. She had on her mask, but she had this whole head covering. It looked like a scuba diver.
mm-hmm,
A scuba diver,
mm-hmm.
okay? And I'm like,
Yep.
she said, "Oh yes,
Oh, yeah.
we are
Yep.
not playing here."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that they've gotten things that they like now.
EJ and I are right there. EJ and I are right there.
Don't like
Mm,
Brady never have.
no. Mm-mm. What you run on for laughing about? There's a special there's a special about Madden on Fox 21 right now. Oh, really? I really liked him. He had, you can tell how genuine people are because he just I think every woman that learned anything about football that didn't have a man to teach her learned it from
Mhm.
John Madden. Because that was the thing when when he was on, my mom and I were right there watching. Oh yeah, he would tell you, he'd show you the plays and all, but he just had such a, some of them. That's why I say I knew Gruden was garbage. He just he I never liked that man, never liked him. And he was like the quarterback coach, and he would bring all the quarterbacks in so he can teach them. I'm like, what did he do when he was? I don't even know if he played. He may have. I don't know anything about it, but I just never liked him. It was just
I
some
never heard a bad thing about Madden ever.
me
I've never
either.
heard anything.
Because even when they did It's Your Life or whatever it's called on the NFL, A Football Life, I'm sure if there was something shady, they would have probably said they
Oh, they
made
would.
that.
They
They
look
made
hard.
they sometimes they talk about the shady, but usually it's not about them. It's about
Yeah,
us. They talk about the shady.
yeah, yeah.
But he was, and you could tell, with his kids and stuff. My friend, she doesn't like Dan Marino because she said
Uh,
she came to our school and we tried to say hi to him and he wouldn't say hi. So this is from middle school. She still don't like him. She in
she
her 40s. She still don't like him.
she carried it.
I said, Mercury Morris came in our school and he just ran from one end to the other, went on out the door. I said, but I still like him.
You say thanks for the run. At least you ran through here.
Oh, you learned football from Madden too? Yeah, because he's good. Oh, you have a great team. He was. I really, really
They
enjoyed.
probably gonna have to have his funeral in a gigantic stadium.
I'm sure, because I'm sure
It's gonna
anybody
have to be.
anybody that was a part of the Madden era is gonna be there.
He's touched hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands and
Oh yeah.
thousands of
Well,
lives.
millions at this point because of that
Yeah.
Madden machine.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yep, because
He's
I they may, and the thing is, the younger people may not know John Madden, but they know that game.
they sure do.
Mhm.
They sure do. So that's gonna have to be held in a stadium.
Oh yeah, I'm
Maybe do a
sure.
memorial or something in a stadium. I can see
Oh,
that.
that and to me, I would think that they would do it in California, only because that's where he won his super. He was the coach of the
Okay.
Raiders, so I would think that's where they may do something there, and they might hope they might. I don't even know where he lives,
No,
but
I
they
don't
may
either.
wherever he's from, they may do something
And
there
I
too.
guarantee you it's not gonna be a kid in school if they do it on a school day.
No.
They're gonna be home watching it or trying to be somewhere in the vicinity somewhere. Watch. It's
Hmm.
gonna be nobody at work,
Hmm.
nobody at home.
I'll
Watch.
be I'll be one of the ones fixated on the television,
I
knowing I
know.
should be on that computer doing something.
Look, if it comes on what day you do your show, Wednesdays, Thursdays, or what Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's not
Yep.
gonna be a show that day. We already know. Just put it out there whenever that day comes.
Too many allergies, too many, and they are afraid I would. Ooh, I don't know anywhere except to my doctor's office. Oh,
That's
smart,
wise.
very smart.
Wise.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
play around. I go to the store. I go get what I got to get, and I get the heck out. I don't stroll like I used to. I used to go into Walmart and I would walk the whole thing just to get
Yes.
my steps in. Now
Yeah. Yeah.
I go do what I need to do and get the heck out.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that walk through Walmart and Target and places like that with no mask on.
When I
I
went to buy
said,
this computer, people had no mask on, and when the person was helping the person didn't have a mask, he was looking at him like, why are you just all up in here with no mask?
yeah, and they come up on you. Come up on you. Want to talk?
Yeah.
No, no. Let's keep that distance. Let's keep that distance because no.
Mm-mm.
I don't- And don't sneeze. Don't sneeze anywhere. Everybody's ducking.
My son will put his hoodie on and walk away. We'll be standing in line. If he's standing in line with me and someone starts coughing, he will put on his hood and walk away and say, Mom, I'll be over here by the door.
That's right.
He's 13. He is so serious.
Yeah, because
He's not playing.
I've seen when they would have parents on the news and they would talk about when the younger children were able to get the vaccine, and
Mm-hmm.
the young kids would say, "I'm so happy because now I can get my life back. I can play with my friends." That's
Mm-hmm.
important to young kids.
It is.
So
Yeah, my
important.
son, I let him get it after I think 4 or 5 of his friends got it. And I said, how
Mhm.
they feel?
Yeah.
How they feel?
You
I
see, that's
waited for a
that's the way I
while.
was. I waited. I saw the lady in New York get hers. Then I waited a little bit while longer. And then when I got into the age group, because I wasn't initially in the age group, because
Yeah.
it was the 65 and older before. But
Mm-hmm.
when my time came around and it was right before Mother's Day, and I said I want to go over and hug my mama, give
Yeah.
her a kiss on the cheek.
Yep.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
That's what I
So,
did because my father was always sick and I couldn't even go into the hospitals and visit and spend the night had I not had my vaccination card.
uh-huh.
So I got the first shot here. And then when it came time for the second, I was in Texas and I just walked into a Walgreens and told them my situation. They said, sure, here, sit down. It
Child,
didn't
now
matter.
everybody wants you. It's so funny. I was supposed to get mine Monday, my booster. I was supposed to get it Monday. And I thought that I had made my appointment to the Walgreens near me. I go over there and she's like, "Are you sure you're at the right one? Because we don't have you on here." So I pull up my thing. I said, "Yeah, I registered for that one, but it actually gave my appointment for a different one. And it was
Uh,
already past the appointment time and everything." And she's like, "Well, they might still do it." I said to myself, this was not meant to be. So I'm not
mm.
driving over there. So I went online and I saw that the CVS has one for this Monday. So I'm going to the CVS.
They're giving them
down,
everywhere. I
but,
mean, my grocery store,
down here,
Bonds.
now they want you to make an appointment. It used to be there was walk-ins. Now
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
make an appointment.
There's
So that was
walk-ins.
and then the appointments are so far. We have two today. We have one today. We have on some odd day. Oh, we got 20. Yeah, but I want to come that day.
Yeah,
Can I get an earlier one? I don't want to wait 3 more weeks. So it's different. Every place is different.
yeah, it
Every
is.
place is different. What
Look,
do they say?
yeah, I'm gonna have to give me a camera because this camera is making my face look two-tone. My face looks reddish or darker, and then here I'm yellower, and I don't have any foundation or anything on, but I'm two-tone. I can't see. See, that's messed up. $1,000 computer, and I'm looking two-tone.
Oh my goodness. PJ
That's
said,
why.
don't blow your nose, even online.
Okay. I'm not gonna name nobody, but I see people blowing their noses and work and go straight back to working on stuff. That's not sanitary.
That's
You
why
need
you
to
need to have your hands sanitized. That's why when
sanitizer.
we used to go to all the never even really thought about it, but when I used to go to a lot of different conferences, they always had hand sanitizer. So I would always have them, always have them.
Everywhere I look, I just way back in the day, I used to just pick them up all the time and throw them in my cart. I saw them at the 92 for 99. I was throwing them in. Boy, did they come in handy
And
when all
boy,
this popped up.
have they gone up since then, child. And it
Man, so now they're cheap. I got on Amazon when they started selling them again, and it was kind of calming down. Man, I got and bought 2 boxes of the small ones, so we're loaded.
oh,
And I
okay.
bought a gallon jug of it so we can reload our little bottles if we need to. So we ready.
I have a little spray bottle that I keep in my car, and I keep saying, where did I get this spray bottle from? I think I got it when I went into Home Depot one day because I like the
Mm,
spray bottle because it's quick. I can
yeah.
just spray it, do my thing, and it stays in my car. The other stuff is I got when I go to the games, I got my little ones. When
I
I
must
go,
have I cleaned my purse out. I had about 3 little sanitizers. I had one on the outer pocket, one on the inside little zip pocket, one in there, and then just one down in my purse. I have
mhm.
3 of them. I'm like, I can't be without it.
My friend went to the game with us, and there's some guys that sit in front of us, and one of them in particular, he always wants to do a high five when something's going on with the game,
Don't
and
touch
he's
me.
like, ew. So we all got the hand sanitizer. Every time he did it, we all get the hand sanitizer out and do our
Yeah,
hands.
I don't even wonder. Let's do that air and do the one where we slap in the air, but we miss our hands and
No,
just
so
go like
we
that.
kept trying to tell him, do the fist pump because that's all we don't want to
Yeah, just
because he's a drinker and who knows.
oh no.
Y'all have no idea how many tears I've cried not being able to go see my mom and hug and kiss. I miss my I know the feeling. I can imagine. I'm sorry. Can you go to control panel?
It only goes up to 720 or 780. It doesn't go up to 1080 the way you would think. It and we played with it all last night. Oh no, it doesn't go that high. I wish it did. It goes only to like 720 or 780. But the computers that go up to there go over $1,000, and that's over my price range. So
That is a lot of money.
I can't go over $1,000 with a computer because I saved for that. I thought I was all that. Came up and I said, I want this one, thinking I'm gonna go home and
Listen.
have this computer looking all clear. And it came and looked at me like I'm in a fog right now, like somebody's been in this room smoking, like there's a mist.
Mm-hmm. I
And
want that the Epson what do you the Eco Tank, the Epson Eco Tank printer.
I have
And
that.
I went online. Do you don't like it? I see that look on your face.
I'm going back to my Canon. For some reason, I can't get the ink, that tank, that I guess if you don't use it for a while, maybe it
Mm-hmm.
gets cloggish.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't get it. I've been trying everything. I've looked up
It
everything,
dries up.
and it'll only print in very, very light black and white. Very, very light. The colors won't it. So I just wasted my money.
See, that was my other. I have a friend that has it too, and she said the same thing. She said, "I think that the ink dries on you."
It
And see,
does.
I print. I don't know if I would be able to print enough to make sure that doesn't
See,
happen. But see, these cartridges cost an arm and a leg.
well, you know what? At least they print. I cannot print for a month or two, and I would be able to go to my Canon with the cartridge and still print with no problem. This
Yeah.
thing for 2 months has been giving me the blues. I've tried everything. I even did the let me shake it. Try to
Mm-hmm.
do, I'm
All
mad.
right.
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
even
stick
gotten
with
to
it.
where I need a refill. I haven't even gotten to where I need a refill of the cartridges yet.
Oh.
And all it prints is I'm printing up my patterns for dolls and stuff. Very light black and white. I can't, that's all I can get. It's like a gray and white print. And I can't unclog them. I don't know what to do. I've tried everything. So
Oh,
it's
I
a waste
know.
of my money. I know you hate buying the cartridges, but
Well,
at
I'm
least
gonna
they
keep
print.
going because you're the second person. It only takes 2 or 3 people to say that
I'm
to me, and I'm
mad.
like,
We've had this thing 2 years and I've been messing with it, and I've messed with it more than I did with the cheap ones I have.
oh man.
So I bought another cheap one and I'm about to put it up. Matter of fact, that's something on my to-do list. I gotta unhook that mess and hook back up the cheaper one I bought. That thing
Mm-hmm.
cost me about $200-300 at
Yeah, because
Sam's
they,
Club.
yeah.
Don't do it.
Hey, Sue's Yarns Crafts, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. BJ saying hi. I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. I
I
tried
sure did, BJ.
to clean the print.
I
Yeah.
sure did.
Mm.
I've called
Look at
them. I got on YouTube and everything, and they were like, well, if you don't print a lot, that could be a problem.
they need to
What?
say that. They need to
Thank you.
say that.
They need to say this is expensive. If you don't print a lot every month, then you're gonna have a problem. I wish
Yeah.
they would have told me that. Because now
Yeah.
I had a new one I bought. So
Because I said if it's something like all of the patterns that I got from Aniqua,
uh-huh.
not
No,
Aniqua, Onika
or Nika.
or Nika. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Olivia.
gonna go to Home Depot, not Home Depot, Office Depot, and just have them printed that
Yeah.
way. That way I don't eat up all my ink because those cartridges are like if I buy like the ones that doesn't give you a lot of print time, that's like
Yeah.
16, 17, $18. The other ones are $30+ for a cartridge.
You can like VJ says, go in and when you're before you print, change to where you can put because it'll have different qualities of printing that use less ink.
Yeah, but the problem was the last time when because my daughter had made oh, that's the other thing I'm going to be working on, the yin and yang. She did that on PC Stitch, and I thought that when I clicked print, I didn't realize it was going to print. black, and white.
Ooh. It used
I
all
used
your ink.
all of my black ink, all of it in one printing. I was like, no.
Yeah, I know you were mad. That's a lot of ink. Ooh, that's a lot of ink.
And I had just bought that cartridge, just bought it. I was so crushed. I was like, no, we're not doing that again. I tried to
Mm-mm.
make it was so funny when I was doing this in I was using I forgot what colors I was using. I think I was using the gold and the white to do the 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, my brain could not make the gold red.
Mm.
I kept like, why isn't this looks weird to me? So I just went back to the red because the gold was throwing me off with the white.
Yeah.
Because the white, I kept saying, okay, I'm looking at white, but I'm using gold. I'm looking at red, but I'm using white. I said, okay, this is all throwing me off. No.
Mm-mm.
So that's why I went back to my gold because the gold will now be the white. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why my brain couldn't. I always say
It does
some
that
things
sometimes.
my brain just cannot compute.
Yeah,
It doesn't see it. It
it
doesn't understand
happens.
it. Just say forget it. So I do. Because I have mine set to print preview. Well, that's all well and good, but PC Stitch, when you print, it prints. Ain't no print preview. No. Because that's a whole different program. It said you wanted these colors, and that's the colors that you are going to print. Period.
Uh-uh.
Because I said, oh, I'll just click it. Because for some reason, my brain was thinking, oh, I know what I wanted to do. Because sometimes if you click print, you can change it to a PDF file. And
Uh,
that's what I wanted it to do. And when I clicked on it and it didn't, I said, is this thing gonna print? She's like, yeah. I was like, no. She's like, stop
cancel,
it. I said, it's
cancel.
too late now.
You just want to say cancel, cancel.
I just let it print. I said, I need it anyway. I just let it print. But
Mm.
then I ended up going back to the store to buy another cartridge because all my blank ink was gone. One page. One
See, I'm
page.
mad. I'll be ordering off of Amazon because sometimes I could find a deal on Amazon every blue moon, and plus I don't have to go to the store and get it. I get lazy on the
Oh,
way
me
home
too.
from work. Whenever it's something from on the way home from work, and I say I'm gonna do it, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do it. I be lying.
I was I had the HP where they will send you cartridges like when it'll know when your cartridges are low. But
Oh
they sent
wow.
me a cartridge that wouldn't work. And I kept going back and forth with them, back and forth with them, and I just canceled it altogether. Because
Yeah,
I
I would
think you can
cancel
do
that.
15 sheets for free. But when they sent me that one cartridge that wouldn't work in my machine, I was like,
Yeah.
now how you HP and send me a cartridge that doesn't work?
You send out UHP. And all it
Mm,
takes is for one time for them to make a mistake and then give you the blues about it.
yeah,
And
exactly. And
you'll be like,
now you don't talk to human beings anymore.
no, I hate
You
that too.
and Comcast, I'm like, how you gonna tell me go online if I don't have internet? Dummies.
They
If I'm in
assume.
the house, I don't have internet, that means I don't have Wi-Fi either. Because everybody locked around here. I'm not gonna sneak into somebody else's Wi-Fi.
Oh no. Mm-mm, don't do it.
Girl, I said, I guess that's what they gotta do to do what they gotta do. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Let me get off this phone because now y'all missing y'all interfering with my football time.
Uh-oh.
In the preference on the printer, you select print preview and the printer will not print until after you see. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna do that, Miss PJ. Let me write that down because you know I'll forget as soon as I get off of
You
here.
said, let me write that down.
Y'all know. Y'all know I got CRS.
Hey, you're not the only one. Look, here go my pad and paper right here next to my bed with all my little notes. Paper everywhere.
And see, that's my problem. I have little things everywhere, and I'm like, okay, where did I write that? Okay, let
Yep.
me look through all these. I was looking, matter of fact, I was looking for this mask pattern, and I said, I know I have a binder that
Mhm.
has a bunch of patterns in it that I've written down. I know it's yellow covering. Well, where is it? And I finally found it. I was like, whoa, thank you. Thank you.
Dude,
But
I got
this
patterns a bit
mask
of
pattern is
everywhere.
from one of the Spanish speaking ladies who does not do English. So I had to sit through this and watch her and write
Oh,
this down
yeah, you
step
better
by
find it.
so you know I was not going to be watching her again. No,
Mm-hmm.
finding that pattern. Print
Somebody,
preview.
so
All right.
EJ say all this machine talk got me working on my Addy. Have a good evening, everyone.
Have fun. We want to see what you do, EJ.
Yeah, work it up. I love seeing. I got on Instagram and put in Centro and hats like that, so just so I can see all the makes on Instagram that people are doing. Oh, they're
Mhm,
so beautiful. I can't
mhm.
wait. Look, I hope I can make them.
You
So
can. You can. The basics, like I said, the for the hat is usually 130 rows, and for the the what do you call them? The headbands, I
headband.
think they're like 80, 60 or 80 rows or something like that, depending on how wide you want them. Some
Mm-hmm.
people like somebody said that they're wider, um, but
They
it really
said
depends on the yarn too, and how many rows you do, how wide you want it. But go
because the
do
headbands will be good.
YouTube University like I did.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm excited. Shoot, I can use up some of this excess yarn and
And see, that's why I bought mine because I was because I like I said, I had that yarn sitting there for the longest. I was like, let me see what this looks like if I use this machine. I said, I bet it'd be so pretty
yeah, I
because
got a lot of
you
variegated.
can't vision because I don't knit, so I can't
Hmm.
vision it until I actually see it.
Yeah,
But I like them, but
yeah, I'm really
tomorrow
excited.
my sale that hasn't sold a thing on Etsy
Hmm.
will end at midnight, and everything that's on there will come out.
I don't blame you.
And it might get donated or it probably will get donated.
Do like Jeanette does. How Jeanette gets on her show and she'll say, you know, I've seen her. Certain
No, I've
hats,
seen her
she'll
do
be
her
like
sales to say this is the
$5,
sale, this is the sale.
$5, $2. She don't be playing.
Yeah, but she has none a lot probably has a lot more non-crocheter people than I do. Everybody I know crochets that
But I'm gonna
comes
tell
on my
you what,
channel.
sometimes I don't want to make it. And if I see something that you got that's pretty, I will buy it. Matter of fact, here we go right here. I always wanted to learn how to do the vibra stitch, but guess what? I
Mm-mm,
tried it and I didn't want to. So I bought
mm-mm.
this. This is just a shawl
Yep.
from this lady on Etsy called I think African Crab.
Hmm.
I got a sweater in there. She made with the same color pattern.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can make it. It was netted. I got the pattern, but guess what? I don't want to make it. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy it from you.
I
So
tried to do
no,
that virus shawl a couple of times. Like, please, this is too much for my brain. It's
girl,
too much for my brain.
I am one of those people where that how some artists will be like, I paint myself. I don't buy other people's paintings. Not me. I crochet myself. I will buy your doll. I will buy your hat. I will buy your scarf. Whatever you make that I say it's pretty. I don't
Hmm.
want to make it. It's
Hmm.
quicker for me to buy it from her.
Yeah. I
You'd
buy,
be
let
shocked.
me see, do I buy? I'm trying to think. Have I ever bought, other than the earrings that I bought from Tina, because I certainly hate working with that, what is it, 10 weight yarn?
See, that's something
Ooh,
I would buy from people because I'm
ooh.
not going to do that. I will buy all your crocheted earrings up. That's why I said, you make those.
Hmm.
I buy.
And
Go
I
ahead.
sent, I sent Tina all of my 10 weight yarn that I had thread. I say 10 weight thread. I only kept a white one because it's a ball, it's that big. I kept
Uh-huh.
that, and I kept the orange because of the Miami Dolphins. All that other stuff I sent to her. I said,
Yeah, I will
I
buy things from
cannot work with
people.
this thin stuff.
Mm-hmm. I sure
Mm,
will. I I will buy your crocheted stuff. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. I don't want to make it. How much? How much? Or
and
Nika,
see,
she
for me, because we don't have enough cold, so that's why I don't buy
yeah,
a lot of other people's stuff because I'm not gonna wear a hat. I'm
no.
rarely gonna wrap up in a shawl. All of these cardigans that I made, I rarely put them on because it's never cold where I go.
Mhm.
Some
Yeah.
doctor's offices used to be cold, but I think they upped the temperature a little. So
Yeah,
now it's
they have.
comfortable.
Yes, they have.
So it's just a lot of this stuff is just, I look at it, it's like, okay, all right, when am I gonna wear this? And I purposely do not go anywhere in the wintertime.
Yeah. Like
I don't like cold weather.
who is it? That Olivia and Me boutique or Nika on Etsy. She would post little dolls that I guess she made and she didn't want them for 35 bucks. I got them.
Mm,
I have them. I have a lot of her dolls right now, and because they were just so darn cute.
mm,
35, 45 bucks. She had the doll for a while, just something she made. She didn't want it. I want it. I
mm,
make dolls, but guess what? I'll take your doll too.
yeah. So
Mm-mm.
and now I'm too fat for anything called even though I still make myself halter tops because I have to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot
Yeah,
here. So I'll make a halter top and I just make it up high enough where all the fat is covered.
that's what you do. That is for a woman of a certain age.
That's
That's what I
right.
call it.
That's right.
Because
I
that's how I
love
make
that.
mine.
They
A woman
quick.
of a certain age.
That's right. Now I'm comfortable in them. I have plenty of cotton that I can use to make them. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. All right. I'm definitely it's 8:30. I know the game is going. Somebody's got
Uh-oh.
a
Let her get
touchdown
to
by
her
now.
game.
Thank you all for joining me. I'll be on tomorrow and I might come on New Year's because what I gotta do? Nothing. I ain't even do.
So what I
Nothing.
gotta do?
I might have something finished by then. Y'all might want to see. And if you're
That's
not busy,
right.
I'll be
We
here.
be we be here to see it.
That's right. So everybody have a good rest of your night. Get to working on your machines that have them. I might crank mine out too. I don't know. Not today
Might as
though.
well. Make
Not
me something.
huh?
I said, make me something.
Make you something. Okay. I'll
Shoot.
make you something.
Mm-hmm.
Send it right to you. Say, here you go.
I buy it. I buy it.
All right.
All
Everybody have a
right.
good rest of your night. Thank you all for joining me. And if anybody sees Miss Renee on somebody else's
I
channel, tell
haven't
her
seen
I'm
her.
looking for her.
I haven't seen her. Or Consuelo. Not much.
I saw Consuelo last week. She did come on last week, but I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
last week. I haven't seen her this week though.
The last thing I heard from Renee was that she said she hadn't been feeling well and she had a
Oh,
headache. And and now that I haven't been able to get in touch with her, I'm like, what's going on?
you have
What's
her phone number?
Yeah. And the last time I called, it was not connected. So I don't know what's going on.
Oh no.
So that scared me. Here comes my
Yeah.
bestie calling me.
All right. Well, you go do your football thing.
Hold on just a minute. All right. Oh, got backfire. All right. So I'm gonna get off him and see what are we making Saturday? How about the earrings? Okay, I'll try the earrings. I'll go look at my thing and see how I did it. We can do that. But make sure you got your ear hoops. Melanie, I'm going to. Okay, you're gonna have a subscriber. EJ gonna subscribe to you.
Oh,
Good night,
thank
Marcel.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Candace, having an amazing night. Love the live. Thank you, Candace. Thank you for coming. Papa was visiting for Christmas. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all tomorrow who's available. And until then, everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting.
And keep being
Bye-bye.
masked up. Bye-bye.
That's I say mask up. And deuces to Renee if she watches. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.